reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
just like the pros. We offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Postgame Show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone alerts. They let the family know if something is wrong or suspicious. They do all of the work for us, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what they say, you can't trust a dog to watch your house or your sandwich. Call Forest Security today.
Call us today at 708-452-2000 or visit forestsecurity.com.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Postgame Show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it.
Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Sports Broadcast Solutions. Kyle Smith, along with the Addison Trail quarterback, Nico Dill, as they're about to take. Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Sports Broadcast Solutions. Kyle Smith, along with the Addison Trail quarterback, Nico Dill, as they're about to take on Glenbard East in the round of 16 in the IHSA postseason. You know what's on the line tonight, Nico? Can't turn the ball over. What's it going to take at the QB position tonight?
Well, I want to dedicate most of the season of stopping turnovers to the O-line. They've done a really great job. Lots of older kids protecting a young sophomore QB. Gave me confidence. Tonight, limit turnovers. We want to sustain long drives, keep our defense off the field. And overall, just, yeah.
Big game tonight. You win, you go to the quarterfinals. You lose, you go home. Glenbard East, the most points they've given up is 17 all season long. What's it going to take? Not just to sustain drives, to put 6 on the Jumbotron instead of 3.
Well, we're going to have to run the ball. We want to run the ball early. We want to get short routes out there, and then eventually hopefully break away a couple big touchdowns. And overall, I believe in our defense. I believe they're going to keep the points limited, and it's going to be up to us to score.
How important is it to be playing at home tonight instead of on the road?
Well, it's definitely going to be packed tonight. Probably one of our biggest games. Lots of other schools coming out, and it could get to us, but I feel like we'll be fine.
Nico, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Nico Dill. That does it for our pregame show. Play-by-play broadcast coming up next.
This evening for the coin toss.
Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe for another production of NFHS Network /SBS as Glenbard East travels to Addison Trail to take on the Blazers. Big game for both teams, partner. Obviously, winner advances to the quarterfinals, loser go home.
Yeah, that's how it works. Glenbard East, they're ranked number 10 in 7A. It's interesting how you said traveled to Addison Trail, making Addison Trail the home team in this match, but obviously not the favorite. Glenbard East, right, coached by John Walters in the Upstate 8 Conference. Last year they had a record of 8-2. This year their record is 9-1, and the key here is they were 8-1 in conference. Addison Trail, coached by Chris Bazant, they're in the West Suburban Gold Conference. But there's another difference between the two teams here. Last year Addison Trail was just 2-7, right? This year they're 7-3 and just 3-3 in conference. So if you look at the points opponents kind of thing, you can see the differences again in the numbers. So Glenbard East, they scored 392 points this year and only gave up 71. That's a huge differential. Addison Trail, conversely, 236 scoring and 188 given up. So their average margin of victory is 24-19, just 5 points. When Glenbard East gets going, their margin of victory is 32 points, average 39-7. So the final prediction I'm going to make out of this is going to be kind of a lame 28-14 win for Glenbard East. We'll see if it turns out that way.
Now, partner, a lot of the story of Glenbard East wasn't really the fact that they won last week, but the last minute of that game got into a huge brawl with Harlem. They are allowed to play tonight to continue their postseason, but they're under huge scrutiny and watch by the IHSA tonight. Any type of fight, they might be disqualified for future playoff games should they win tonight.
Why did I know you were going to bring that up? I like to comment on the football, but yeah, obviously bad behavior can't be condoned. So I imagine there's going to be a lot more security. I'm sure there are all kinds of warnings given out to everybody. Can't do that. I think the threat of kicking them out of the tournament is steep, but I'm not the one making the call.
Yeah, right. I mean, we'll see. I highly doubt we'll see another fight like we saw last week, but they're under scrutiny. They're allowed to play tonight. Any other fights, any bad sportsmanship, there's a chance, even if Glenbard East wins, they might be disqualified for the quarterfinals.
Yeah, the next question that would come out there would be, how will this affect them on the field? Will it make them play greater because they're mad? Will it make them play not as good because they're timid? What's going to happen?
Will they be less aggressive because they know that anything after the whistle is going to be scrutinized by the IHSA?
Perhaps the referees might, but...
We had a couple of mic issues, but she did the best she could with the mic issues there.
Well, if you were standing right next to her, she did a fantastic job, but unfortunately the wireless mic cut in and out, which is kind of a shame. There was one more comment on the two teams. Glenbard East, they've shut out their opponents. They've been shut out twice this year, whereas I've got this backwards. Addison Trail has been shut out, and Glenbard East has done the two shutouts. That's what happens when I'm looking at the roster in the dark here. And then I get listen to the national anthem. It's just a shame the mic's cut out. She was very, very good.
So Addison Trail, they're led by their quarterback, Nico Dill. Glenbard East, they're led by their defense. Aaron Dotson had 2 picks. They had 4 total in that shutout victory over Harlem.
Yeah, and what can you say? I mean, that's got excellent defense, right? But that's what's got to happen here. If Glenbard East is going to be stopped, Addison Trail is going to have to stop them with a strong showing on defense. But I think this is going to be one of those games where Glenbard East is either going to win or they're going to stop themselves. It's not going to be one of these games where Addison Trail can install their will on Glenbard East. It's just not going to happen.
So who do you like in this one, partner? Addison Trail. They haven't been in the postseason a lot the last 10 years. Looking to go to the quarterfinals. Glenbard East looked really good against Harlem, but you got to consider that last minute, the IHSA being on their case about stuff after the whistle. Does that get into their head a little bit, and Addison Trail pulls off the upset win here at home?
Well, you also wonder when two teams get into a battle, it's not always one side's fault. So, maybe Harlem had a little bit to do with how that fight occurred.
Harlem started it for sure, but Glenbard East certainly finished it.
Yeah, well, right. So I don't know that Glenbard East is one of these schools that are going to be out there trying to brawl their way to a victory. But on the field, I think they're going to let them have it, and I think there's going to be some aggression left over from that game.
Right. Just, the officials are going to be watching out for it, too. So anything after the whistle, especially for Glenbard East, try to avoid that tonight.
Yeah, we'll see if there's more flags thrown than usual for certain calls after the whistle, holding, that kind of thing. I don't think it'll be much different. I don't think we're going to go around saying that Glenbard East is some kind of a dirty, brawling team. It's just that one incident that happened last week with Harlem.
Yeah, just kind of one of those 1 in a million type of occurrences. Glenbard East, they actually got going after the rain stop in terms of their offense, topped Harlem in that first round, and it'll be Glenbard East kicking off to the Addison Trail Blazers to start this one off. South Elgin did defeat Glenbard East earlier in the year to keep their Upstate 8 winning streak alive, but it's been a lot of aggression and a lot of great play by Glenbard East that's led them this way. Addison Trail with a tough loss to Downers Grove South earlier in the year. They gave up 6 first-half TDs, but the defense, Bob, has looked a lot better since then.
Well, and talk about streaks. I mean, eight winning games in a row. I mean, that's just pretty phenomenal. Of course, then the Addison Trail just with their 1 in a row. So all the momentum appears to be with Glenbard East, but here we go.
So here we go. It's a little squib kick as Addison Trail fumbled it but got it back. And it was initially fumbled that time by Martin Duarte, and it'll be 1st and 10 near the 20-yard line for Addison Trail.
Yeah, Duarte was doing a little bit of a juggling act with the ball, showing off for the fans.
So clock stops at 11:40. Well, I think they need to reset the clock because it kept running. It was at 11:42, but I think they're going to reset it to 11:50 or better. We'll stop the clock momentarily on our screen. And here comes Addison Trail, the Blazers, led by their QB, Nico Dill.
And I like the setup. Here we are in the press box. On the left side, we have one of the team's offensive coordinator. On the other side is the other. But sometimes we're right next to the offensive coordinators. And every now and then you get to hear what the plays are going to be beforehand. But today we won't be able to talk to the coaching staffs.
So like we said, Glenbard East, the most points they've given up all year is 17. By the way, in that game, they were going up against South Elgin, who had a 24-game Upstate 8 conference winning streak. So if you're going to lose, partner, that's probably a good team to lose to.
Yeah, well, and what did they do? They just gave up 17 points.
But they lost.
Yeah.
So for Addison Trail to win, it might have to be one of those 21-14 games.
I think if Addison Trail, yeah, right, they're going to almost have to shut them out.
So a little run up the middle. The Rams see it all the way in a short gain for the Blazers.
Yeah, but I like it. Run up the middle, get the defense honest, hold them, before they go wide. They're not going to run up the middle of the whole night, but you got to make sure that defense stays honest.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, ball placed at the 22.
And traditionally what we see here is a quick out to one of the sidelines. I'd say to the left sideline here. It's just closer. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. So they are in a passing formation, expecting to pass. We'll see what they do.
Most likely going to be a pass, but it might be a direct quarterback sneak. We'll see.
Or a jet sweep.
Going to go with the jet sweep, and good play call as he gets close to the first down marker. Let's see where they spot it.
See, I like that. Their first run right up the middle, right? Make sure that defense stays honest. Then that next one go wide. And they went to the wide side of the field. So if you're running again, this time off tackle to the left perhaps, another pitch to the left, keep it on the ground, get your first down, keep the chains moving, and hold on to the ball.
So it'll be 3rd and 1.
This would be an awesome time to go deep, but if it doesn't get completed, you have to punt it in your own territory here. So probably keep it on the ground.
1 in the backfield. And it's a clean pocket for Dill. He scans the field, gets away from pressure. He'll fake the throw. I think he was short, and he was.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator needed to listen to us there. He had 3rd and 1. You needed to run. If you don't get the first down, you're in a punting situation in your own zone.
So clock stops at 10:25. 4th and 5 at the Addison Trail 31. So they actually lost 4 yards on that. We'll call it a sack against Nico Dill.
Well, it was a risky play. We said there was not some time to go deep on it. 3rd and 1, everybody would expect a run, right? And they were in press coverage. So if you can go over it and get a quick score deep early, that's a good way to go. But the flip side of it is what's happening here. A couple-yard loss and a punt.
So 1 deep for the Glenbard East Rams.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't deserve the 3 and out. Oh,
and
well, not a good punt.
Clearly shanked it. And great field position coming up for Matt Larson and the Glenbard East Rams. We'll take a quick break. You're watching SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone. So mute. Yes. Back to the action. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe as Addison Trail Blazers taking on the Glenbard East Rams. Not a good drive by the Addison Trail Blazers. Glenbard East stuffed him short, a bad punt, and Glenbard East in business right now on offense.
Yeah, I felt like they stopped themselves, though. They had 2 good gains on first down. They set up the defense perfectly for a run on third down, only needed a yard, move the chains, keep the ball, and keep. I think that would have been the right play call there. I don't want to second-guess the coach too much. I do think he was taking a risk to go downfield. And, there's a lot of mileage in going downfield in big chunks and third and short, second and short. Now they have to stop Glenbard East.
One in the backfield. Handoff off the left side. Tried to get off that tackle, did Larson. Got close to the first down marker, second and short, coming up for the Rams.
Yeah, I like the speed that he hit the hole there. Now they're going with no huddle. I like this, too. Up-tempo right at the beginning.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. Ball placed at the 36. One in the backfield. It'll be 2 wide receivers with a white run to the left.
So I'd like to see them continue to keep the ball on the ground.
Handoff up the middle. Larson gets the first down. And if you're wondering how the playoff pairings work, the way it works is the higher seed does not get back-to-back home games unless the seed that advanced to play them also had a home game. So the only reason why Loyola has a home game is because Nequa had a home game last week. If the team they had played had a away game, Loyola, the number 1 overall seed in 8A, would have had to go on the road, believe it or not.
And what a great benefit for Addison Trail.
Fumble.
And the football is loose.
Addison Trail gets it. Break for the Blazers. Sometimes, Carter, it's better be lucky than good.
Well, I was thinking that the way that this game would end up, too, is it wasn't going to be a game of second-guessing of interceptions or fumbles. Of course, there was a first fumble there. It's going to be a game of should we have gone on 4th down or not kind of calls. Or like the call we saw earlier, 3rd and 1 yard to go. Do you run it and get the first down, or do you have a regret trying to pass the ball and getting sacked?
So a break for the Blazers. Let's see how they take advantage of it.
It is a break, but at the same time, they've got the ball back in their own territory, so they've still got a long way to go. And Glenbard East clearly was able to move the football on those 3 plays.
So they're going to place the ball right now at the 22-yard line, as it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blazers with 9:22 to go.
Now, this would be a time that you were successful running, so you maybe play action to do some kind of pass here. There's a lot of room to the left.
1 in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. Handoff. Once again, didn't get much, but he does get a good second effort. That was all in the running back, partner. Glenbard East snuffed it out, but the running back got a couple more yards after carry.
And I like what they're doing again. They're running up the middle on first down, gaining as much as they can to kind of set the defense up for whatever it is they want to do next. 3 yards now, 2nd and 7, right? So run is still an option, pass is still an option. Glenbard East doesn't know what they're going to do yet, and unless of course they've watched a great deal of film and know from the formation.
So they got 2 in the backfield, notably for Addison Trail is their tailback in Damari Jones. Handoff to Jones, and he will get a yard. And once again, a lot of effort by the running back partner. Too much for my liking. The offensive line's got to get more of a push up front.
Or a bigger hole, yeah, same difference, right? Well, now you got, 3rd and 5, you're kind of in a passing spot. Yeah, only 1 run from Addison Trail has gone for more than 5 yards, and that was that jet sweep.
Yeah, I mean, when Glenbard East wasn't expecting it, every time it's most likely a running play, Glenbard East is right there, Johnny on the spot with the tackling, the gang tackling, in fact.
Well, and that's one of the reasons why they're 9-1. There's a gang tackle on that run up the middle.
3rd and 6. Partner, you could consider going for it if you get 4 more yards.
Not in your own territory against these guys.
Handoff off the left side. Good patience by Jones. He's still on his feet, but short. I think it's too far to consider going for it. You could consider the hard count, partner, but I think it's going to be a punt all the way, even if they do use the hard count.
Yeah, even in video game football, I think in this situation I'd be punting. There was a good run to the left, though. He stretched it out as far as they could. They went to the wide side and just couldn't find a place to cut upfield.
Can't do it on 4th and 3. Maybe 4th and 2, maybe 4th and 1, not on 4th and 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it in the first quarter against this team. Glenbard East is too good of a team to give the ball up into your own territory. They can shoot the gaps and stuff the run just too easily.
So deep is Addison Trail's Raja Korn for the punt. I like the confidence they're putting in Korn here to see if he can work on that other one, but muffed punt. And
this was a bad snap. It took a 1 hop to the punter. He dropped it, couldn't get it off. And I was thinking, while you were talking on that, the first punt was not a very strong kick at all. And then here, now there's a fumble. So Glenbard East returned the favor on the turnover. This time, though, the ball is deep in the territory at the 14-yard line.
So 7:54 to go in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So the punting game not working. Addison Trail might have to just go for it the rest of the night.
Well, when your back is against the wall, and right now it isn't, it's 0-0, but whoever wins advances, whoever doesn't goes home. Good defense, though, right there at the nice stout front line.
So if you're Glenbard East, do you be aggressive, go for it on 4th down, or do you take the 3 points to at least get the lead?
Depends how close you are to the first down marker. I think I would try to go for it almost in all circumstances down here. I'd say 4-down territory, but obviously if it's 4th and 10, you go ahead and kick it. You're right.
If it's less than 4th and 5, you consider going for it.
Boy, that might be about the line. I'd say 4th and 3, 4th and 4, you go for it. 4th and more, then kick your 3 points.
That's what makes high school football so great. Punting and place kicking is never a certainty. One in motion for the Rams. Jet sweep action. Addison Trail saw it all the way, but Larson with a second effort eyes the goal line. Touchdown Larson. Touchdown Rams. 2 plays after the bad snap on the punt, and the Rams are the first team to score.
Boy, that was a great run to the left, right? What can you say? The hole was there, kept running hard to the left. 2 plays later, they score from 14 yards out. Good thing we were talking about 3rd down and 4th down type plays. They scored on the 2nd down.
So it'll be a point after attempt coming up as late getting onto the field for Addison Trail is Adam Greismala. On the hold for the Rams will be Dylan Novak. Good snap. The kick is down, and it is good by David Salgado. We'll take a break. It's 7-0 Rams here on SBS. No, mute. No. 7-0 in favor of the Rams here on SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Yeah, that 7 points didn't take long to happen. A turnover, even though it was on 4th down and a bad snap, right? 7 minutes to go. So at this rate, we were talking about 28-14. So 1 touchdown in the first quarter. They're right on schedule. And they didn't have to go far for that touchdown either. That's the key. Can't give Glenbard East short field.
One deep for the Blazers. This running game for the Addison Trail Blazers has been shut down. The lefty kicker. Back deep for it is Carlson. He'll take it inside his own 10. Carlson with some room to run. Carlson up the middle. Carlson past the 30, close to the 40. Good return. Maybe that ignites this Addison Trail offense a little bit.
Well, hopefully, but he's got flat out some speed. I thought he had some room to run if he kept going to the right, maybe juke into the middle and then go out to the right where he had some space. But broke a tackle kind of in the middle and got out to about the 40-yard line. Great field position to start. Only down 1 score. We don't want to stay down 7 points. It's just a 1-score game here. So be patient, get some first downs, keep it on the ground, play action passes, move the ball upfield. Tie it up in the first quarter if you can.
So it's up to Nico Dill, along with his tailback, and Damari Jones to get it done for the Addison Trail Blazers tonight. Clean pocket for Dill. He scans the field. He'll roll out to the right. Terrible pass. If it's on target that time to Jones, he had a blocker in front. Chance for the Blazers, just not executed well by Nico Dill.
You couldn't say that better. Yeah, he just rushed the pass. He took the throw while he was off balance, still in one of his, fakes, I guess you'd say. Then he went outside, was leaning slightly, and just, I don't know why that pass wasn't on target. He had time.
Yeah, he thought his running back was going to run into the pass, but he couldn't because the blocker was 2 yards ahead of him. That time, the running back can only catch it, wait for the blocker to set up the block, and then run past him. I guess the quarterback and the running back weren't on the same page. Nico thought he was going to keep running. The running back couldn't because the blocker's in front of him, and not an executed play well by the Addison Trail Blazers.
Yeah, well, unfortunately results in a 2nd and 10 rather than it could have been, second and just a couple of yards. He had some running room.
So they run one in motion to the Blazers. That's Mike Aiello. Now they'll run from the far side, and there might be illegal motion against the Blazers. Timeout called by Addison Trail. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching the Blazers against the Rams here on SBS.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is
No.
SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
It started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone at SBS.
Back to the action here at Addison Trail High School. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe, 2nd and 10. So a timeout called by the Blazers as they're deep in their own territory. Ball still at the 37. Pitch out to the left. Jones. And was he still in play when he was tackled? I think he was. But remember, partner, because of that fight last week, anything like that, the refs might call a flag against Glenbard East.
I think you might be overrating the fight. It was with Harlem. It wasn't with Addison Trail here. But whatever, he was pushed out of bounds, 3-yard loss.
The more you let go, the more it could get worse in this game. But Glenbard East knows they're on thin ice, so I don't think we're going to expect anything late after the whistle.
Yeah, I'm not expecting anything at all. But here we are, 3rd and 13. Long way to go for this first down for Addison Trail.
So it's 3rd and 11. You got to get at least 6 to consider going for it. One in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Dill, that time, good pass. Past the chains. 1st and 10. Hey, maybe you got to put the pressure on Dill. That was a nice pass when the pressure's off. Didn't execute that time. The pressure was on. Great execution by Nico Dill.
I like that. There's that run-pass option, right? Handoff or not, run or not, and then look back the other way, and the receiver was wide open. Only about 5 or 6 yards downfield. He stopped, but there was nobody near him. Could take off after the catch and get another 6-7 yards, first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Ball placed at the 47 of Glenbard East.
First time we've seen the ball on the right side of the field now today.
Handoff. That time to Jones, and Jones gets positive yardage. I like the play call by the Addison Trail coaching staff. They're not getting much on the running game, but they're not abandoning it yet. They want to keep running the ball, see if Glenbard East will stack the box, and then Dill will do the play action with deep passes down the field.
And they're going upfield quickly with pace, looking back at the signs, right? But the running game is what's going to have to carry through, and that was a good call. Run left, 4 or 5 yards, 2nd down. You need those 4 or 5 yard gains. Little rubber pellets go flying, and then you move the chains that way.
So 1st and 10, one in the backfield. Handoff. As Jones with a great second effort.
This is the 2nd time he got hit, right, and then turns backwards and then runs backwards, carrying tacklers with him. This case now, 3rd and about 2?
Yep, 3rd and 2. Ball placed at the 39.
Yeah, so I'd like to see Jones again go right or left, not up the middle. Maybe a fake up the middle and the quarterback run outside. I think I'd keep the ball on the ground again if you can.
So one in the backfield, 2 wide receiver set, most likely going to run it. Will it be a handoff or a QB sneak? They're going to hand it off. Some decent blocking. Jones with another great second effort. 1st and 10, Damari Jones. He's not getting a lot of holes tonight, but the little room he has, he is getting it done running the ball tonight.
Well, I like the way he gets yards after contact, and sometimes it's just 1, 2, sometimes 3. It's not a lot, but when you add that up times 3 carries, it's how you get those first downs. So he's a tough runner, and this is exactly how Addison Trail has to win. Excellent play calling so far from our perspective.
Transition it. 2 in the backfield for Nico Dill. Handoff for Jones. Jones off the left side. Jones still on his feet. Spinorama. 1st and 10 for Jones.
He had about 5 or 6 yards after contact right there. He broke through the line, a nice hole, dragged some more tacklers, turned around and run backwards, fell backwards, and got the first down. This running game is terrific.
1st and 10. Ball plays at the 18. Offensive line wasn't set. Now they are. One in motion. That's the fullback for the Addison Trailblazers. Handoff again, off the left side with plenty of room. Eyes the first down marker. He's drilled out of bounds, but not before Jones gets a huge chunk of yardage.
Yeah, right about 7 yards, right? What a great run that was. As we're watching the way they set up quickly, look back at the coaching staff and get the signs. And, of course, I'm looking for the guy from Michigan. Maybe the guy from Michigan is watching those signs too here.
Stallions is in the crowd.
We have to check his air flight to see if he got here, last night.
2nd and 3, ball placed at the 11. It would be huge for the Rams if they could hold him to a field goal here, Bob.
Oh, it would, but with Jones running, I don't know if that's going to happen. A real strong runner, if he can keep this up for the whole duration of the game. It is going to be tough on Glenbard East here.
One in motion for Addison, off the left side, beautiful tackle.
And that's how you got to stop him. Stop him for a loss behind the line. Now it's 3rd and long. Then the question is going to be, will a play-action pass happen or another run? It's a tough call to make here. They're lining up quick, looking back at the signs from the bench.
The tackle was by Salvino. They're going to place it at the 15. They lost a lot of yardage. Ball placed at the 15. 3rd and 7, Bob. You got to get at least 5 to consider going for it.
Well, we'll see what they end up doing first, running it or passing it.
Well, that's the thing, too. Are you in a field goal mindset or are you in a 4th down mindset?
Well, judging by the punter, I'd say that they've got 4-down territory going here.
Right, because in high school, usually your punter is also your place kicker. Dill with plenty of time, and it's deflected. Great job blocking that pass at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the deflection at the line of scrimmage is a good thing for the quarterback. To me, that receiver was not open. It almost looked like if he threw that ball, it was going to get picked. So maybe the deflection at the line of scrimmage is a good thing. Now we're going to find out what they do here on 4th. It should be 4th down, shouldn't it? Oh, they're calling it a penalty.
I would accept it.
And then make him have a 3rd and 12 instead of 4th down kick from here?
No, I thought it was 10 for a legal man. No, it is 5. You're right, it is 5. Well, 3rd and 12, it's 2. Remember, every yardage for kicking in high school matters.
Well, they're going for it, so they're forcing.
Yeah, they just don't have any confidence in their kicking game right now.
Well, maybe so, but the defense, is saying, okay, we're just going to give you 1 chance for a 1st down, not 2. That's why they declined it.
1 in the backfield for Addison Trail. That time it's J.J. Zaboka. Clean pocket for Deal. Now here comes the pressure. He's got to step into it. Over to the left. Look at that, getting off a tackle to the end zone. Did he get in?
No, not quite. But what a great run. It looked like he was going to get tackled. He ducked under the tackle and kept going. So they're about, 2 or 3 yards out now from the goal line. What a great run. I did not expect a quarterback draw like that to be able to get that many yards in this situation. That's another aspect of the offense that maybe Glenbard East wasn't expecting. The PA announcer said big play. Boy, that's an understatement.
1 in the backfield. Handoff to Jones.
There
He takes a defender with him into the end zone. Touchdown, Blazers. What a drive by the Addison Trail Blazers. And 90% of it was Damari Jones, just with some great running, Bob.
And it was so apropos at the end of that run, right? He turned backwards and then continued to run backwards and then fall backwards and gain the extra yards, and that's how he landed over the goal line. Great run. So remember we said it was a 1-score game? Well, now it's just a 1-kick game.
Can he make up? Well, one was a bad snap. The other was a bad punt. Can you get the snap down? Can you get the hold down? Can you get all 11 players onto the field, too? They had 10. Finally, they have 11. Getting onto the field is Dan Violante. The hold will be from Carlson. Good snap, good hold. The kick. Straight through.
Well, this is what happens when you have two good teams playing against each other. Glenbard East struck first on a turnover, only had to go the short field to get the touchdown. Addison Trail on this drive, they drove the length of the field. They have to be ecstatic. Excellent play calling by the offensive coordinator. The running back, Jones, is just impossible to stop. Continued to get a lot of yards after the tackle. We have a tie game still in the first quarter. So we're talking about a 28-28 finish with overtime.
We'll take a break. You're watching the Blazers against the Rams here on SBS.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can
So kicking off for the Blazers will be Franco Mangione. As Mangione and this kicking game has struggled a little bit for the Blazers, but good kick by Mangione. Hopefully that boosts confidence. They might need him down the stretch to send them to the quarterfinals.
Well, it was a good extra point. So, 7-7. But what an exciting game this has turned into. It looked like maybe Glenbard East was, even though it was only one score, had the advantage in this game. But Addison Trail is saying, nothing doing. We've got an offense that you're going to have to stop. So the trick here is going to be, can Addison Trail stop Glenbard East now when they get the ball?
Kickoff coming up. And I would let that go out of bounds, but they're going to play it. And similar field position for the Rams. Oh, the ball's loose. Man, got to hold on to the ball if you're the Rams. It's the second time they fumbled it tonight. We're still in the first quarter.
Well, that's kind of the story of the game right here. If they didn't fumble at that other end, probably 14-0, and then Addison Trail gets the ball. But looks like they've still got it on the kickoff return.
Football is a funny game sometimes, Bob. If you remember that Brett Favre's last playoff game, the Vikings fumbled it 6 times in that NFC Championship game, but they still almost won the game.
Almost
How
won.
crazy is that?
Yeah, keyword almost.
Not a great snap. It's going to be a QB sneak all the way, and a first down for the Rams. Hey, maybe they should have bad snaps more often.
Well, sometimes the defenders get anxious when they see something like that, and they rush differently. They might go around looking to try to get the ball, but from behind the quarterback, and maybe they get blocked easier over that situation.
You expect the play to happen at a certain time after the snap, and when it doesn't, sometimes it forces the defense out of rhythm, and the quarterback senses that. He sees a hole that usually isn't there in the A gap. He runs through it, and a first down for the Rams. No, not touchscreen. Yeah, you're doing it wrong. Fix it. First and 10 for the Rams.
Yep, right up the middle, 2nd and 7. Now, I like it. Keep the defense honest. Set them up for a play to go wide or a play action pass.
One in the backfield, and what was called first, the timeout or the illegal motion?
No, timeout. That's a timeout. So, not sure why they took timeout yet, but okay, they did.
Well,
now there's 44 seconds to go in the quarter. They called a timeout.
It's good that they did, because if they didn't, it would have been a legal motion against the Glenbard East Rams.
Well, anyway, so.
So the timeout called by Glenbard East, and you can make the argument that Glenbard East is outplaying Addison Trail, but you also got to play fundamentally sound, partner, and you fumble the ball twice, that's not good fundamentals either.
I was going to say, I don't know if I make that argument they're outplaying it at all. They fumbled it twice, and Addison Trail went downfield systematically on an 80-yard drive behind Jones. It looks like they can't stop them.
When they're not fumbling the ball, though, a nice QB sneak up the middle. The special teams, they handle it on that punt attempt by Addison Trail. They get there quickly. It was a muff snap, but they were still Johnny on the spot to either block or recover the ball. And then 2 plays later, Larson's in the end zone. So,
well, it's one of those preconceived things where you got to feel like Glenbard East is a stronger team, so you expect them to be doing better. But obviously, these 2 fumbles have taken them out of the game, and that Addison Trail drive that was so unstoppable. I mean, you just cannot sell Addison Trail short here.
So 1 in motion for the Rams, as it's going to be a handoff that time to Larson. Larson off the right side. Larson, as he pushes forward past the 35-yard line. So far right now, Matt Larson, the MVP of the game.
Well, he 15-yard gain here, and of course, the quarterback had a gain up the middle of 13 yards before. So it seems like every time they're running the ball, they're moving the chains. So, like you said, if they're holding on to the ball, they look like a better team.
So 1st and 10 at the 32. I would not run another play if I were Glenbard East, but I think they're going to run one more.
Well, 22 seconds. They're lining up.
1 in the slot for the Rams, 1 in the backfield. As they ran Winkler. Another bad snap. Fumble on the turf. My goodness, that is 2 fumbles, 1 bad snap. Should we call it 3 fumbles or 2 fumbles and a bad snap?
Well, that's definitely a fumble, no matter how you slice it. And so they had to cover it up. They keep the ball this time. It's not a turnover. I think they should have listened to you and then not run the play and gone into the second quarter.
3 fumbles, and somehow Glenbard East is still tied with Addison Trail. We'll take a break.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane.
Back to the action at beautiful Addison Trail. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe. As the ball is on the 48-yard line, 2nd and a country mile, 26 for the Glenbard East Rams, and they weren't ready to go.
These snaps are very high and very hard. And I was about to say before that snap happened that one of these times it's going to get through the quarterback's hands and it's going to be a big loss. And that's what happened here. Now 5 more yards on the penalty. So what's longer than the country mile? An international mile? It's got to be something.
It's the 2nd in the Tour de France.
Yeah, that's what it is. 2nd in the Tour de France to get to the first down marker.
I think you just run it one more time and maybe pass or just another run and then punt.
No, I think what I would do is I'd go ahead and make a nice strong pocket, send a couple people out deep, make the safety choose which one he wants to double cover. Looks like they're 2 safeties deep, so both wide receivers be covered, then run up the middle. With a pass up the middle.
So ball's placed at the 47. Clean pocket, very slow moving pass. And easy for the Blazers to tackle. Parker, you got to get more zip on the ball. That ball took forever to get to the receiver.
Well, it did take a long time, and it was a slow developing play. It was that receiver across the middle. So now we got 3rd, and we're back to the country mile, right?
Most likely a draw play, right?
I would air it out. I mean, if
on 3rd and 27?
Absolutely. It'd go for about the 20-yard line on a long bomb.
You know what you could do? You could do a Hail Mary because if it's picked off, usually they have to dive for it, and it becomes a punt.
Well, exactly. I mean, the play I was talking about describing earlier, send one receiver down each sideline and somebody up the middle and let the safeties choose who they're doubling. Leave everybody else for max protect. Now, they've got 4 receivers in this route plus 1 back. We don't know where that back is going.
Clean pocket for Salvino. Down the field, he's wide open.
And
he dropped it. Oh, man, he's going to think about that tomorrow.
He did everything right. That was the play he needed to do. Air it out down to about the 20-yard line. Maybe it was down to about the 10-yard line. Just went right through his hands, wide open behind the defense. But that play didn't work this time. I think you have to go back to that play again a couple times before this game is over. I'm not going to sit here and say that guy can't catch the next one.
Good route, partner, but Addison Trail, 3rd and 27. Just stay at the first down marker and let them be in front of you.
And they are going for it?
No, it's punt formation.
Here we go, yeah. And another penalty flag.
Well, Addison Trail, they have 9 lives tonight, partner. He was wide open down the field.
Yeah, well, yeah. So three fumbles and a botched.
Well, yeah, you could make the argument Glenbard East is playing with fire as well, but I mean, like.
So that was Velas Jones in the end zone?
Right. Glenbard East, they were inside the 30 and then a fumble and then wide open down the field. And you could make the argument it should have 21 points on the Jumbotron, but only 7 for the Rams. The punt, it's a pretty good one. Ball still up in the air, and it was touched off the foot off a Glenbard East player that was Dante Hudson. And they will place it at the 19-yard line. We'll stick with the action. It's 7-7 with 10:55 to go here in the second quarter.
So with all what's gone on, the Addison Trail is tied. We're in the second quarter. And even though Glenbard East can't hold on to the football, Addison Trail has it. Long way to go, and they've proven they can run their way down the field. So let's see how well Jones does on this drive.
10:55 to go. 1st and 10. Ball plays at the 19. One in the backfield. Dill completed. And he runs backwards, does his receiver in Dominic Rank. And partner, he actually had some room to run if he had just caught it and gone upfield with it.
Well, it's easy for us to say because we're up here, but down on the field, he wasn't sure where the defender was. So he assumed the defender was to his right. That's why he ran left. But the defender was indeed to his left behind him, and he didn't know that, and that's the direction he went. But, yeah, if he had just backed up or gone flopped to the right, he would have picked up a couple extra yards on that. But that's all right. 5-yard gain, second down.
So Nico Dill trying to lead his team to victory tonight, trying to get back to the quarterfinals.
Well, he's doing a good job so far.
Handoff with room to run. Close to the first down marker, and he got it.
I think so, right? So it moves the chains. They hold the ball. Still tied. All good. Addison Trail doing a great job tonight against a very strong Glenbard East team.
How costly were those fumbles for Glenbard East?
Well, at the beginning, it was the first one that cost them. They were in the 15-yard line or something. Probably was going to run that in for a touchdown to make it 14-0. And we don't know what that would have done to the psyche for Addison Trail. But now, like you said, on that really good kickoff by Carlson, that gave them the momentum. They scored after that drive. Here they are tied with the ball in their own territory. It's all good for Addison Trail right now.
Nico Dill, one in the backfield, 7-7 game. Glenbard East has done well, but they can't hold on to the ball. Handoff to Jones. And partner, what can Glenbard East do a little bit better, because Jones is bouncing off tacklers kind of with ease right now?
Well, you nailed it, and that was a perfect time to ask that question. They have to wrap him up and hit him head on. That was a great tackle. Shoulder right into his belly, wrapped him with the arm, so it didn't give him a chance, give Jones a chance to spin around and fall backwards for 2 more yards after the gain. So, but here we are again, still second, about 5 yards. So 5 yards on each of the last 2 first down plays from Addison Trail.
2nd and 5, ball at the Blazer 36. And they're going to bunch the wide receivers to the right. Jones in the backfield. Right now, the Rams showing blitz.
Yeah, I'd like to see him run right behind that receiver bunch.
Pitch, good call, partner. But the Rams got instant penetration. Jones again, my goodness.
Yeah, oh, there's a flag, a late flag.
Might be a hold against the Addison Trail Blazers, because it looked like Glenbard East had him right away, and then all of a sudden Jones escaped, and maybe escaped because an offensive lineman for Addison Trail grabbed the jersey.
Well, they're also not giving him the yardage after it's almost as if they're saying, oh, there's the holding call.
Yeah, I mean, it sure looked like he was going to get a 3-yard loss, and then a late hold allowed Jones to escape.
Yeah, that sure is unfortunate. It goes from 3rd and 1 to 2nd and about 15. So that's about a 14-yard penalty on that hold. That's a shame. 2nd down, they've been successful on the ground, but now they've got more than 10 yards to get in 2 downs.
Got to hold on to the football. Do not do what Glenbard East is doing.
Well, so far they haven't proven that they're going to do that. But the question is, do you air it out here?
I would like a high percentage play, like a short pass. It's a bootleg for Dill. Right on target. Completed, out of bounds.
And that was your high percentage pass.
Completed that time to Dominic Rank. Right on target, partner. Great pass by Nico Dill.
I was intrigued also that he went sidearm, almost a sidearm pitcher or a submarine pitcher on that throw. Mahomes special where you come through sideways to get it under the lineman's arm. But great pass, target, downfield, first down. So that was about a 14, maybe 15-yard gain on that. Now the long field is to the right. Last time the long field was to the left, and he rolled out, faked right, and went back to the left. Let's see if he just rolls right or runs right here.
One in motion, it's Aiello. He'll go to the slot. 3 wide receiver look. Here comes a blitz from the Rams. Dill senses it. Quarterback sneak. Dill with it. As Dill gets close to the first down, Nico Dill single-handedly leading the Blazers right now.
Well, single-handedly is strong, but it reminds you of the run he had at the other end, right? It was about 15 yards from the touchdown. He got 13 yards. He squirted underneath a tackler and continued to run. He's a very escapable quarterback here.
Football's a team game, partner, but what's the old saying? You want your quarterback to make 2 or 3 plus big plays. So far, so good for Nico Dill. He's giving them 2 big plays on this drive.
Well, and I like the offense they've got, right? Dill, the quarterback, Jones, the running back.
They've got Aiello at wide receiver as well as Casey Carlson.
Carlson did the damage on the kick return earlier. Let's see if he becomes part of the passing offense anytime soon.
Under center, and it's a QB sneak. The tush push.
Yeah, there was no chance to stop the way they ran that. Now, this is one of those cases we don't often see teams use the shotgun and under snap. So they were under snap. Obviously, it's a practice play. Under center. So it's obviously we're going to see that. If that happens again, it's probably another run just like that. So Glenbard East has to be wise to that. They ran that with only like a yard or 2 and picked up 5.
Now, you're the Rams, partner. You know the kicking game. They don't have confidence in it right now. So if you're the Rams, do you play a little conservative because you know that Addison Trail might not make any field goals tonight?
Oh, I don't think that. But I'm thinking if I'm Addison Trail, when you get to 5 yards to go and 3rd down or something, you run both 3rd and 4th down. Don't try to pass for it. Run twice for it.
Jones was tackled, and there to finish the tackle for the Rams was Daniel Zlatanoff.
So 2nd and long now, so you might think, well, let's go to the air. But I still want to see Addison Trail keep the ball on the ground. They've proven that they can gain a lot of yards. That was a 1st down play, though. Usually they've been successful on 1st down. So 2nd and, 11. Let's see if they keep it on the ground.
Ball placed at the Ram 47. And little lack of communication there. Finally getting set up was Angel Villarreal Montiel. Not a great snap. Dill still in the pocket. Dill, he looks downfield. Ball up in the air, up for grabs.
Now there's a flag, 2 flags now.
Now
it's going to be interference downfield somewhere.
Was that a catchable ball? You could make the argument that was not a catchable ball.
Well, they're not calling it pass interference. I think they're calling it a holding or something like that. So it'll be 5 or 10 yards upfield, still 1st down. But that ball was obviously out of bounds. But 2 flags happened. The question is, was there 2 fouls as well? I mean, those flags were not simultaneous by any stretch.
Hold is only 5. Pass interference is 15. So this is a big call.
They're saying hold on defense. Yeah. Right.
Even if it was pass interference, I don't think it was a catchable ball.
Well, yeah.
You know what's interesting, partner? Even though that's part of the rule book, you've very rarely seen it called at the college, high school, or NFL level. Pass interference, but it was not a catchable ball.
Well, they are calling the pass interference. They declined the holding because the holding isn't as many yards, I guess, right? And it's a 1st down now. So now you get to the pass interference scenario on that was it catchable or not? But nobody's questioning that, so they get the yards and moving upfield.
Glenbard East is still okay, partner, because they know that Addison Trail's struggling with their kicking game.
Yeah, but certainly not struggling with their offense.
Handoff, up the middle, Jones.
Again, it falls forward after the first contact, so he probably got 2, maybe 3 yards after that initial contact and the lunge forward, so makes it 2nd at about, 7 or 8.
Yeah, I mean, even when he's being initially tackled at the line of scrimmage, he just keeps turning those legs. He refuses to go down.
Right, and I like his spin moves and running backwards to get away from the resistance from behind. Excellent runner. Got good instincts and obviously quick.
He's a good player, isn't he?
Yeah, well, I see why they lean on him.
2nd and 9.
Now, this is an awful lot of room to the right. I wouldn't mind seeing a pass out that direction here.
And here we go. They're
Jones running that way.
Empty backfield. Dill looks over to the right. Right on target. And loose ball. Who got it?
I think we know.
Well, even when the other team doesn't have it, they try to tell the official, we got it. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I see the offensive team with the ball. Well,
all you can do is feel bad about Addison Trail there. They gave up back one of those fumbles. They're moving. So far, Addison Trail has moved the ball absolutely tremendously. Both drives they've had the ball, but this one ended short because of that fumble after the pass catch.
It's not the weather. It's not raining tonight. Are they putting oil on the ball? They're not. You just got to hold on to the ball tonight.
Well, I think this, again, shows why these teams are good. The defenses, reach in and get a lot of fumbles. They cause turnovers. You have to be aware that you're playing a good team. They're going to reach in on every time you carry the ball.
Handoff. Another loose ball. Who got it?
Let's see the arms going up here on this one. We do not know.
Glenbard East got it back. Partner, do you consider a different quarterback? Because he can't hold on to the snaps right now.
Well, no. You go with who got you here. I mean,
right,
you
you can't win football games if your quarterback can't handle the snaps.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm so quick to go to the second.
Well, that's two fumbled snaps. Now the first one was a bad snap, but
yeah. And this wasn't a fumbled snap. This is just the ball was ripped out of his hands again. By
well, no, I think he just dropped the ball.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think he just dropped it. I think it got ripped out of his hands by the defense. But we'd have to look at it. That's why we've got the replay you can look at.
2nd and 9. Handoff off the left side.
Larson
still on his feet. One man to beat. And he's tackled from behind, possibly a touchdown-saving tackle, at least for now. And it was delivered by Addison Trails. Yves Pierre Romius.
And Romius has some wheels himself because Larson was off to the races.
Well,
so that's a quick strike offense from Glenbard East.
They can't hold on to the ball, but Larson can, so just give it to Larson the rest of the game.
Well, and all those fumbles are behind him. It's a tie game, one score each, right? They're at the 15-yard line, so that there's no panic here. Just drive this in. You're up by a touchdown. What's the problem, right?
4 fumbles, but good news for Glenbard East. They only lost one of them. Handoff off the left side. Larson still on his feet. Larson, touchdown! Matt Larson putting the team on his back. 2 touchdowns tonight, 13-7 right now for the Glenbard East Rams.
Well, and where Addison Trail has to be concerned also. Okay, they're down by a score, right? But less than 4 minutes to go, and the way that they move the ball upfield is pretty much on the ground. So there's probably not enough time with just 4 minutes to go to get all the way downfield with just running, unless, of course, they break one like Larson.
So Larson, partner, he has 2 14-yard touchdown runs tonight. Good snap. The hold is there. The kick, it's a little low. He got it. The kick was good by Michael Nee. We'll take a break. It is 14-7 Rams here on SBS. First and 10 coming up after the kick. It's a 14-7 lead for the Rams. Matt Larson, he has 2 rushing touchdowns on the night.
Well, he's been huge, obviously changing the game landscape here. It was tied at 1 score apiece, and now they're up a touchdown with only 4 minutes to go, and Addison Trail is proving that they can move the ball on the ground, but it's tough to move all the way downfield in this next 4 minutes. So they'll probably have to go to the air, and, of course, you can't go to the air too soon if it's incomplete, and then you end up punting and giving Glenbard East another chance.
Left-footed kick, and they'll just let that become a touchback, as Carlson says. Poison, poison.
I'm intrigued by the extra point. It was so low, barely made it over the goal posts, right? And then the first extra point, it made it, right, but not very far. I'm thinking that kick, though, it's all the way down to the goal line.
Well, it's a lot easier to kick when the pressure's off, right?
I suppose.
You know, I want to reference the movie Air Bud.
Uh-oh.
Where the kid tries to make the game-winning 3 and it's an air ball, and then in practice it's perfect threes, perfect swish.
Right.
And his head coach says, it's a lot easier when the pressure's off, isn't it?
I always tell people, nobody ever won anything without pressure on you.
It'd be nice to see Cody Parkey when the pressure was off. The pressure's on. One in the backfield. Let's see how Addison Trail makes up for the turnover. Clean pocket for Dill. Great job by his receiver and rank to come back for that ball. It was a little behind him, but they do get close to the first down marker. As finally it is blown dead, a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh,
and there's the flag.
15-yarder, yep. There's another tough one. Okay, sure, it was after the whistle play and absolutely has to be flagged. I do think, though, the referee let that play happen too long. The forward momentum was stopped. They should have blown the whistle.
Right, well, they were blowing it, but...
Well, not soon enough by any stretch. And then he got pushed back, and somebody took exception to it. So I think the referees have some fault in this. They have to blow the whistle when the forward progress is stopped. But they waited a long time to see where it was going to go.
So the yardage will count, and then it's unsportsmanlike conduct after the yardage, after forward progress was stopped.
Oh, they're saying offsetting.
Good. What a break.
Yeah, I actually like that. And that kind of takes the referee out of the out of the play on that as well. I'm blaming him for not blowing the whistle soon enough.
Well, if it's offsetting, it should not be 2nd and 2.
Well, why wouldn't it be then? This is after the whistle. So I like that. The referee took the referee out of the play by making an offsetting call. That's the way to handle it this time.
So they're going to talk about this, and here we go. That's interesting. Usually anything offsetting, you go back to the play and do it again.
Well, I think they're saying, don't do that again, sir.
Either way, it's an 8-yard gain. The pitch and catch from Dill over to Rank. Hand off. And he might have ran into his own offensive lineman. Either way you slice it, it's a TFL and 3rd and short coming up for the Addison Trail Blazers.
Stopped immediately when he got the ball, right? Okay, so 3rd down. This is a big play. Got to make a first down to keep this drive going. If you don't make a first down, you're going to have to bring in your punting game, which has not proven to go well so far. So this is a huge play here.
Whatever you do not fumble the football.
Well, and similarly, you can't not make a first down on 4th down, right? So you need a first down here because you can't risk a 4th down turnover in your punting game. And it just hasn't proven itself to be great yet.
Neither team's kicking game has been spectacular.
Maybe neither team needs a kicking game.
Clean pocket for Dill. He scans the field. Now he rolls over to the right. Bad pass, picked off.
Oh, that's what you didn't need. So with 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go, you're giving the ball back to the other team.
And this is the best name ever, the guy who picked it off, Gian Biagio Brusca.
Sounds like a wine you would get from Italy.
What an awesome name. Not a great throw, though. The intended target was Mike Aiello. It's basically a punt partner, but still you'd like to get a better pass from Dill.
Well, and back to the punt situation, if it is like a punt, right, the punt isn't going that far downfield. This pass wasn't that far downfield, but what I don't like is there's still way too much time to go in the second half for Glenbard East to score.
Good news for the Blazers. The Rams have already fumbled it 4 times. Will they do it again?
Yeah.
Will they go for 7? The Vikings did it 6 times and almost won. Over to the left. That one's picked off. Right down the sideline. And the QB in Salvino tackles him out of bounds, pushes him out, and 1st and 10 coming from the Blazer. The 9 lives of the Blazers continues.
Got to be pretty impressed with both defenses, right? Both teams intercepted the ball, right? But now, same thing, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, the ball at midfield. Now, at midfield, 2:30 to go. Even if you have a running attack, you can get the ball close enough for a score here. Of course, Dill was passing last time. Let's see if he still passes. We could be 3 interceptions in a row. But we're not going to expect that.
It's a big pick for the Blazers and a bad decision by Salvino. Look, if you get the field goal there, you're still up 2 scores. You just can't afford an interception, and now you put the Trailblazers, the Blazers, in a good spot. Thinking about the basketball tonight, I guess.
Well, and every time I see this logo, I want to call them Georgia Tech instead of Glenbard East.
Hand off and didn't get much. It was handed off that time to Carlson. And here's the problem, partner, is you've got a field goal kicker you don't necessarily trust You got to find a way to get some points on the board because 14-10 is different than 14-7.
Well, what we haven't seen is how well that kicker's done all year. I mean, it hasn't looked good in this game, so I'm not going to subscribe necessarily that they've got a kicker that can't kick a field goal. But
right, but the problem is if you kick it and it's blocked, it could be a return the other way for Glenbard East.
That would be the half glass, the half glass,
the glass
empty,
glass half empty,
right? View.
The negative Ned point of view of football.
Right.
So how do we say it? Do we say negative Ned and then positive Peter, or do we say negative Ned, optimistic Oliver?
There's got to be a Debbie one in here, too.
A pessimistic Peter.
Yeah, oh, no.
A Donnie Downer. 3rd and 4.
Again, a pretty big play, but not only just a minute 23. So you got to get the first down, keep the ball. You don't want to, again, give the turnover in too much time.
Yeah. Glenbard East will call a timeout in the next 5 seconds if the Blazers refuse to snap the ball. They do snap it. Pitch over to the right. Flag on the play. It's a first down thus far, but it's probably coming back.
Yeah, spinning and spinning to get that first down, too. It's a shame the flag's down.
The flag will stop the clock, so it should be holding. We'll see what the ref says. Chop block against the Blazers, and you can't necessarily run the ball, partner, because Glenbard East will just call a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, let's see. With 1:01 to go, you're at midfield. I'm thinking you air it out for a touchdown attempt. If that doesn't work, then you punt it. Then they have to go a long way for 80 yards, assuming you do have a punt team.
Remember, an incompletion stops the clock, but Glenbard East is going to stop the clock anyways with the timeout.
Right. I think I would try to air it out to still try to get first a first down, second a touchdown. But, yeah, obviously can't get sacked, or a sack fumble would be deadly. I got to believe your punter can get the ball downfield.
3rd and 19. Here comes the pressure. Dill on the screen pass, and he dropped it. And that is a break for Glenbard East because they don't have to call the timeout. Partner, on a play like that, maybe Dill just goes down to the ground and force Glenbard East to call that timeout. The incompletion gave Glenbard East a free timeout.
Well, it sure did, and there's not a whole lot of time left. Less than 40 seconds, 41.3 seconds. Punt this deep downfield. Either that or try to get 41 seconds worth of protection on the quarterback and then heave it.
And the way that they've struggled with the snaps on the punts, if I were Glenbard East, I would go for the all-out block instead of returning it, but we'll see how they do it here.
I do not understand this call on 4th down. Maybe they'll squid kick it.
Yeah, here we go. And they went for the all-out block. They had some guys back to return it, but you can understand why they didn't try to return that, Bob, because it is hard to do that over-the-shoulder catch. You can fumble it. They've already fumbled it 4 times, so the confidence is a little bit low right now in terms of catching the football.
So with 29 seconds to go here, I think I'd throw something short out to the flat, something like that, see if you can get a little bit of some running space, maybe break a tackle. I don't think I would just do the victory formation down here. I don't think I would down it here. I would try something, but let's see what they do.
I think you have to because you fumbled it 4 times already and thrown a pick.
Yeah, I always feel like you can get downfield, get a lot of yards on one play. Let's see what they do, though.
They're inside the 10-yard line, close to the 10. And they're just going to hand it off.
Oh, just? He almost broke that.
Right.
Right. Well, run that again.
Good job by the Blazers having a couple men back in case he broke the original line of scrimmage.
They're calling time again. So they're going to try to run something downfield. Otherwise, they wouldn't have called time.
So timeout called by the Rams. We'll stick with the action. That's their second timeout.
Now, I don't think I'd run it again, though. Maybe fake that play, right? But, again, I would try to go deep with something. They got behind the defense last time when everybody knew, well, at least I knew they were going to go deep. So let's see if they can get a receiver behind the defense on this as well. Let's see, it's first down, 24 seconds. You've got a couple of tries if it's not intercepted. The worst that can happen, you get sacked. I guess the really worst that can happen, you sack, fumble, and 6 for the other team. But I think you keep kind of a max protect situation in, send the receivers deep, and see if one can get behind the defense.
Remember, the clock stops on a first down, so if you do a little drop-off pass, either get out of bounds after the first down marker or just go down right away, and then your quarterback gets back to the line of scrimmage and spikes it.
Yeah, well, 24 seconds, you can do some things. Another run. They didn't expect that thing.
They can't stop it, though. Larson still on his feet. Larson past the first down marker, and they can call their last time out if they want to here.
Well, I would.
They're going to spike instead. They got to hustle.
Oh, well, they got the first down. The clock aided them there.
And they are not going to the line of scrimmage, so they will not spike. They got to get the ball off quickly. Handoff again. Larson off the left guard. And they will call their final timeout of the half with 6 seconds left. And in the NFL, it's an automatic Hail Mary. In high school, you never know if your quarterback can get it 50 yards.
Probably can't. So, throw it downfield, maybe hook and ladder, something like that. But I like the clock management they showed here. Of course, they were very fortunate on those runs. But what also is fortunate about those runs, you have to go into the second half thinking, our running game with Larson is still very, very potent.
The text line's open. Your favorite high school, college, or NFL memory, text 330-957-7653. All FCC regulations do apply.
I always like thinking ahead as a coaching staff, what do you want to change the next half after having played the first half? So it looks like Glenbard East will probably run more with Larson. And if you're Addison Trail, I think I'd go back to, running Jones left, running Jones right, and running Jones up the middle, kind of like Peyton left, Peyton right, Peyton draw play.
One in the backfield, and most likely going to be a Hail Mary. Clean pocket. You got to give your wide receivers time to get downfield, though. Quarterback slide. I mean, it's easy to say in hindsight, partner, but Salvino had a lot of room to the right to take his time, and he's a right-handed quarterback, so you would think he'd rather roll to the right to set his feet versus rolling to the left and try to throw, especially because he had all his wide receivers set up to the right.
Yeah, you're so right. But I think in his mind, maybe he was thinking if he gets out of bounds to the short side really quick, he'd have time for yet one more throw. The receivers weren't open, and he thought, well, you know what, this isn't working. Let me do this again. If I get out of bounds, we'll get to run that play again. But I don't know. And then he realized he was going to get tackled, so just went down.
So we'll take a 5-minute break. Then we'll give you some halftime analysis. It's Rams 14, Blazers 7 here on SBS. All right, we got a mute. No.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Postgame Show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. Other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway, a 2-on-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone alerts. They let the family know if something is wrong or suspicious. They do all of the work for us, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what they say, you can't trust a dog to watch your house or your sandwich. Call Forest Security today.
Call us today at 708-452-2000 or visit forestsecurity.com.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe. It's 14-7 in favor of the Rams. And, partner, it seems like it should be a much bigger lead for the Rams, but they just can't hang on to the football, and they also have gotten picked off tonight.
Well, and the Addison Trail has done a good job of holding the ball and scoring themselves, at least at one time. So, but one thing I will say, it's a 14-7 game, so we said it was going to be a 28-14 finish. So, I mean, it's right on schedule. All things, including the fumbles and the first yards and the running, is exactly what we expected.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Larson, player of the game, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns, and even on that 2-minute drill which shouldn't have been a 2-minute drill, but they couldn't tackle him right at the point of attack. He was getting first downs and making things interesting. They had a chance for a Hail Mary, but the quarterback, in my opinion, rolled out to the wrong side of the field. If he had rolled out to the right instead of the left, he might have had time to throw it for the Hail Mary. Even if he gets it off, it's a very low percentage play to result in a touchdown, and at this level, 50-yard passes are hard to come by for most teams. Anyways, it's a 14-7 lead for Glenbard East. Do they feel confident or a little bit at ease uneasy because it feels like they should be up more?
Well, perhaps, but I think if I'm Glenbard East, I'm very, very confident at this point. You're up 14-7. They can't stop Larson, so you use Larson a lot more in the second half. If you're Addison Trail, you still are down a touchdown. You've only, even though I felt like they've been able to move the ball, they're only down by one score, right? So, but they are down that score, and it's going to be hard to get. Plus, they got to get something else to be able to win the game, and then they've got to find a way to stop Larson themselves.
So it's 14-7 in favor of Glenbard East, partner, and really it might be Matt Larson that leads into the quarterfinals. You haven't seen a lot of Salvino, and not a great decision late in the first half, that pick that allowed Addison Trail a chance to tie this up right before halftime.
Well, they're high school, right, and they're allowed to make those kinds of mistakes, but obviously that was an ill-advised throw, right, and didn't look like the receiver was really necessarily wide open. It was almost like one of those back shoulder catches that the defense was just lying in wait for. It was perfectly timed interception. It looked like, he had some room that, maybe he could have gone all the way with it, with the right block or the right cut.
You want to hear? So 14-7 in favor of the Rams. Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsoe. If you like any of the action, make sure to subscribe to NFHS Network. By the way, the text line's open, 330-957-7653. All FCC regulations do apply. Please keep it within FCC regulations. Your favorite high school, college, or NFL memory. And partner, this is starting to become a memory in its own right. 14-7 right at halftime.
Well, it has all the makings of that, instant classic. I feel like if you like offense, this isn't the game for you. But if you like defense and turnovers and that kind of thing, this is a perfect game. So we've seen all of that in the first half. The question is going to be what's going to happen in the second half. If Glenbard East and Larson do get loose, they could end up winning this game, 35-7 or something, right? But if Addison Trail and Jones continues to do their thing on the ground, they could, score when they get the ball back in the first, off the kickoff, and then we have a tie game going to the third and then the fourth quarter, and it has all the makings of whoever's going to make that game-ending field goal. It's a very, very potentially exciting game in front of us here.
Final thoughts, partner, before we go into the third quarter. Nico Dill has been pretty good. Salvino, meh. Matt Larson has definitely been the better running back between both teams.
Well, Larson versus Jones is what I feel like this game is going to come down to. But no matter what does happen, though, one of these teams continues on to next week, and one of these teams has had a really good season, and unfortunately it ends early.
One team advances to the quarterfinals, another step closer to getting that trophy, and the other team, all they get are orange slices and juice boxes.
Yeah, this is actually why I like the bowl system in college, where half the teams win their final bowl game and half the teams lose their final bowl game, and some teams don't get into the bowl game. But here, there's going to be one winner and everybody else loses their last game, and that's kind of tough. When you have a 9-1 season, you don't want to see it end, and 8-3 was no slouch season either.
7-3.
7-3. Well, I gave him this win already.
Yeah, you must have the crystal ball in front of you, and you know what's going to happen. You got into that DeLorean, cranked it up to 88 miles an hour, and you saw an hour into the future.
Well, we got to see, because I have a 28-14 final prediction, and we're at 14-7 at halftime, so it looks like I'm right on so far.
In 30 seconds or less, if you saw a DeLorean on Craigslist, would you purchase one?
Well, it depends on the price. I don't need 30 seconds. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah? Would you put your own 1.21 gigawatts into it?
I don't have one of those.
No.
I wonder if the garbage disposal would work in it.
Try to find a flex capacitor on Craigslist while you're at it?
Yeah, that probably would be a little bit outside my price range, right?
We'll take a break. Second half coming up next here on SBS. Back, yeah, no, yes. Second half about to start. It'll be the Blazers kicking off to the Rams, and it feels like one of those games, partner. The way the Rams are playing defensively, if they can score on this drive, 21 points might be enough for the Rams to win this one, but they got to hang on to the football too.
Well, clearly, according to my prediction, 21 points will be enough to win the game. But if they don't get the ball, and the Addison Trail does get the ball back with Jones, I mean, you know, he's a tough one to stop.
Now, if you're Addison Trail, let's say it gets into one of those points of the game where you're down by 1 point, you just scored the touchdown, would you consider going for 2 and going for the win?
You know, that's a great question, right? It has to go back to what do they practice in practice. If they practice that 2-point conversion, you bet. If they think they can make it more than 50% of the time, that's the play to make.
And they did not call for the fair catch. Now it's blown dead. I did not hear Brusca call for a fair catch.
Yeah, no, but I think his knee hit the ground right after he caught it, so you're down where the knee touches.
Seems like a knee-jerk reaction by the ref.
Whoa. It's the first one of the day. We got Kyle 1, Bob nothing on those.
So the passing game coming into this one was good for Glenbard East, but if they want to win, they're going to have to ram it down the opponent's throat.
Oh, look out, look out. We got a safety going now. Safety to nothing. All right, you don't want to overrate anything, right? But this is a real important drive, first drive of the third quarter.
Larson to the left side, and it was snuffed out well by the Blazers.
And maybe those are the adjustments that has to be made by Addison Trail. You know, stop Larson, stretch it out wide, don't let him cut up field, anything. You got to stop him at the line and force a pass.
So 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13. Ball placed at the 33. It was Alex Feliz on the tackle. Alex Felix on the tackle. 2nd and 13, 11:29 to go in the third quarter. And I know I've been saying this a lot. I'll say it one more time. Glenbard East, whatever you do, hold on to the football. Both hands on it if you run up the middle. Right up the middle, and then he goes to the left. Larson with a lot of speed. One man to beat. And he beats him. Touchdown, Larson. Touchdown, Glenbard East Rams. Matt Larson putting the team on his back, Greg Jennings style.
What a dangerous runner and fast. Oh, man, did he get out through those blocks and out to the outside lightning quick and then outran the man? Fantastic run. But now they're up those 2 touchdowns. That was the dreaded 2-touchdown lead we were worried about Addison Trail giving up. You can get one back at a time, but it's going to take you a long time. Now we'll see about this kick. Both extra points were, the first one was kind of short. Second one was kind of low.
It's a very good Glenbard East team. They handed Glenbard South its first loss. Hold is good. The kick is straight through. 21-7. We'll take a break. You're watching the Rams against the Blazers here on SBS.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solution.
Because you stop blinding the quarter. 21-7. With 11:09 to go, Kyle Smith alongside Bob Vilsaway as the kick coming up for the Glenbard East Rams. It's 87 to kick. He's not listed on the roster we got. I will check the NFHS roster. As 87 on that too. So a left-footed kick. And Carlson will let that go all the way into the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 20, and Addison Trail They're in a tough spot right now, partner. You're chasing 2 scores, and they can't stop Larson on defense.
Well, Larson's probably the more major problem at the moment. Even though they're down by 2 touchdowns, even if they score a touchdown, 2 plays later, Larson can run upfield for another 80 yards. The adjustment they made to stop him, I thought they had made that adjustment when they stretched him out wide, but he hit the hole hard. Nobody caught him.
So Matt Larson had 3 scores in that 41-7 win over Streamwood. So this is not new territory for him. We thought we'd see a little bit more from Salvino. Right now, they're just trying to block for Larson, and he's doing the rest.
Well, keep going to Larson is what they need to do.
Handoff up the middle, didn't get much.
Now a spirited Glenbard East defense is taking over. So remember we were talking about the first drive for Glenbard East, right? It was very, very important. Like I said, I didn't want to overstate it, but I didn't expect a touchdown 2 plays later. It really was an important drive. 2-score lead now.
Matt Larson had 150 yards rushing in that first half, according to the Daily Herald, on pace for 300.
That's what the press box is for the press to be here with us.
He's only 5'6" is Larson. Pass over to the right. Tackled out of bounds.
Kind of a struggle to get him out of bounds there.
Remember, you cannot pick him up and throw him down, so that was good by Glenbard East to let go to avoid the flag. Only in Blitz the League can you pick him up and throw him down. 3rd and 1, most likely a running play. The time is a factor, partner. You'd like to score quickly just in case your defense still can't stop Larson. Pitch play, and it's going to be a first down for the Blazers.
Just barely got it, but they did get it and stop the clock.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah, I feel like Addison Trail has the ability to score. Unfortunately, I don't feel like they've got the ability to score quickly. And in this case, down 2 touchdowns. I know it's early in the 3rd quarter, and quickly maybe isn't necessarily in the vocabulary yet, right? But obviously, assuming they can stop Larson, they still need to score 2 touchdowns themselves. But to do that, they're going to need 2 long drives to do that. They're moving upfield slowly. Clock is ticking.
And that's how big that touchdown was by Larson. Addison Trail, a field goal really doesn't help them.
Yeah, right. You're going to see more going on it for 4th down. The question is how much back into their own territory are they going to still try to go for it on 4th down? If they're at the 50-yard line, do they still go for it? That's a tough coach's call here. Like I said, I didn't think this game would be solved by who turned the ball over more, but it certainly has been a turnover-ish type first half. But I feel like it's going to be coaches' decisions are what would be second guessed in this game.
Ball placed at the 34, 2nd and 6. Under 9 minutes to go. Nico Dill and this Addison Trail offense, they've been pretty much shut down tonight by the Rams. 1 in the backfield. Dill with it. Over to the right. Oh, my goodness. He hurdles the defender, and he gets the first down. Some frustration that time by Glenbard East Aaron Dotson. He had 2 picks in that win over Harlan, but he missed the tackle on that play.
Well, I like this, 1-2 punch of Dill and Jones. Dill goes one way, Jones goes the other, and Glenbard East doesn't know who to get.
So 1st and 10 at the 42, but you're right, partner. You'd like to see a little bit more no-huddle look by Addison Trail. Just in case you give up another touchdown against Larson, you'd still have some time on offense to come back.
Right, and I also feel like Addison Trail does have a good running offense. A few extra play-action passes, 5 yards, out slant kind of thing while the runner is still in motion to get, move the chain just a bit quicker wouldn't be bad.
1 in motion for Addison Trail.
Like this.
As it's a pass over to the right, did not get it in stride, and then dropped. It was intended for Dominic Rank. He's a defensive back / quarterback.
Well, that was exactly the kind of pass play I wanted, but the throw was too low, couldn't hold on.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best game, has Dill. He has been a little bit short and too long on passes tonight. Meanwhile, 2nd and 10, that does stop the clock. Ball at their own 42 as they'll bunch the wide receivers to the right.
Well, last time I said they should run behind that, and they did, but they got stopped behind the line. So let's see what they do different on this very same formation.
They're going to pitch it to the right to Jones. He goes to where the help is. The problem is Glenbard East was quicker on defense to get off those blocks. 3rd and long coming up, and you got to get at least 5 yards to consider going for it.
Yeah, I think what I want to see next is that very same play call, right? But this time they reverse it. So maybe Jones or the quarterback goes that way, and then one of those receivers come back the other way to the long side of the field to see if they can outrun somebody. They need to run that play, but a counter in that play.
Time kind of running out for Addison Trail right now. You'd like to see them a little bit more no-huddle look. I mean, the clock is certainly favoring Glenbard East right now.
Yeah, no huddle or faster pace at least. They're very deliberate moving upfield.
Out to the right, Dill with it.
There we go.
As he completes it to Carlson. That stops the clock.
Carlson does need to become more part of the offense here. And they can run it. They need the play-action type throws to Carlson to move the flags. They need to score quicker.
Right. Get quicker first downs, but they are getting out of bounds, so getting out of bounds helps this very slow-moving offense.
Right.
But here we go again, long huddles. I mean, that's fine if you can stop Larson, but they haven't stopped him the last couple of minutes.
Well, they're going to, obviously this game is predicated on if they can stop Larson at all, but they do need to score, and they can only score doing what they know how to do.
One in motion, it was the tight end and Holloman. Jones over to the right. He's still on his feet, and he'll stay in bounds. 2nd and long coming up, under 7 minutes to go. It's a bend but not break Glenbard East defense.
Yeah, I don't even know that they're bending a whole lot. Right. Just one touchdown through this, just about halfway through the 3rd quarter. The defense is doing an excellent job against a relatively potent Addison offense.
And remember, those fumbles have kind of stifled some Glenbard East drives. Whew, dangerous pass, but in a tight window, Dill completes it.
Well, you feel like Addison Trail has been very fortunate, that Glenbard East has been a little bit loose with the football, right? So the game is only 2 touchdowns. I mean, if Glenbard East didn't drop the very first fumble, it could be another 7 points.
Right, Salvino almost deflected that or picked it off, but just got it over the linebacker / quarterback's hands for a completion for Dill. One in the backfield, and he fakes the handoff, right on target. Still on his feet is Rank.
Block in the back. That's a shame. You're about to get blocked, so you turn sideways, and then you get a block in the back call. So this will back up 10 yards.
It's a shame, but, cheating is cheating.
Yes, it is. That was a block that would have been better not made.
An unnecessary block. You never want to do a block in the back, but if you're ever going to do it, maybe a kick return where you hope the ref doesn't see it. On a play like that where the wide receiver already had space in front of him, why do it?
Yeah, or unless you're on the Kansas City or Philadelphia and they just don't call it.
Oh, yeah, the infamous AFC Championship game last year.
Yeah.
So
this gets backed up. That's a shame. Addison Trail, just an unfortunate mistake. They haven't made a lot of those kinds of mistakes, which is good. But they're pressing. They're down by 2 touchdowns. They have to get those yards and didn't want to miss that block. Unfortunately, the defender turned to the right direction when the block occurred, so the flag almost had to come out.
1st and 16. Ball at the 45. Actually, the 40. Jumbotron guy line. Clean pocket and a little dump-off pass. That's going nowhere fast, and they lost yardage.
What a great tackle, though. Fended off the block and got him in open field. That was a terrific tackle.
2nd and more than 17.
This is, I would have to say, 4-down territory here. They've got 3 more downs to get this first down. Down 2 scores now, just 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 18. One in the backfield. They're going to split the wide receivers. Handoff.
And the throw.
Nope. It's going to be a flea flicker attempt, and he's sacked.
I was watching the play, but I didn't see if the receivers downfield were open or not. So, and unfortunately, I'm sure the video was on the the player getting tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So we should look downfield to see if he should have heaved it or not. I don't know if the receivers were open, but I think what you'd have to say it was a coverage.
You can't
sack
take
there.
a sack there.
Well,
honestly, throwing into double coverage and getting picked off might have been a better decision than taking the sack.
Well, let's see. You got we're back into that country mile zone here.
3rd and 23. You're down 2 scores, and here's the problem with taking your time on this drive. I mean, you kind of have to punt if it's more than 4th and 10, but you can't stop Larson. 3rd and 23. Clean pocket for Dill. He's going to step into it. Quarterback sneak for Dill. He gets past the original line of scrimmage, and the cover 2 look allows them to tackle him before getting to the sticks. But he does get enough to consider going for it.
Well, he's absolutely got enough to go for it. Now, what it looked like, though, was when Brady deked out Urlacher in that famous play.
Yeah.
Right? He went one way, and the lineman went the other. Got about 10, maybe 15 yards more after that.
So 4th and 6.
Well, I think you have to go for it. And I like the play. It wasn't a quarterback sneak, right? It was simply the pocket had a break in it and took off running and beat the spy and 15-yard gain. Now the question here is, what do you dial up on 4th and 5? Short pass, quarterback draw again. Carlson somewhere.
4th and 6. Fakes the handoff.
Perfect
First
throw.
down.
I like that play. Play action, slant up the left side, first down.
Well, all you can do right now is score a touchdown. Your defense has to do the rest.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Addison Trail offensive coordinator here, moving up and not up and downfield, but they just have to avoid a turnover here and score. And if they can do that, then they're only down a touchdown with plenty of game to go.
Led by head coach Chris Bazin, Addison Trail trying to get it back to a touchdown and see if their defense can stop Matt Larson. A lot easier said than done. And let's give credit to this Glenbard East offensive line. He's had some massive holes tonight as well. One in the backfield, most likely going to be a running play. Quarterback sneak. On the draw is Dill. And flag coming up. It'll be most likely a holding against Addison Trail.
Again, another major setback, but they were able to get past the first setback last time on the quarterback run from Dill. He definitely has the escapability trait, you'd say, in a quarterback. Face mask. Oh, this could be more yardage.
Wow.
I didn't see that.
Didn't see that coming. Usually when it's called right away like that, it's usually a holding call. Face mask is like when the play's about over is when you see the flag.
Yeah, if you just go judging by the timing of what you see, right? So that moves the ball all the way up to the 5-yard line. So they can hammer it in from here, go down 1 touchdown with plenty of time to go.
Look, Glenbard East has played well, but they are giving this game back to Addison Trail with the non-fundamental football. They fumbled it 4 times, thrown a pick, and a very bad decision to do a face mask there. 1st and goal at the 5. Fumbled it to Dill. Both teams fumbling it. And somehow Dill got it back.
Now, unfortunately, instead of 2nd down at the 5, it's 2nd down at the 10.
You ever seen a game like this, Bob? That's now 3 fumbles if we include the muff punt for Addison Trail and 4 for East. That's 7 total.
Yeah, that is not flat. And it's not on a rainy day.
It's not snowing. It's not sleeting. It's not raining. It's perfect football weather.
Yeah, and it's not really that chilly either. I mean, maybe on the chilly side, but it's not too chilly. It's not that cold.
There's no wind.
There's no wind.
What a break for Glenbard East from 1st and goal at the 5 to 2nd and goal at the 10.
Well, we'll see what Addison Trail does with it now.
Dill in the pocket. Over to the left into the end zone and might be picked off. It's instead broken up by Glenbard East.
Yeah, you can say they were ill-advised pass. That one would have been better off, 10 feet over their head.
Yeah, he had a little bit of room to run. Look, you got to consider if you're going to go for it on 4th and goal in that spot, give your team a couple of extra yards closer to the end zone. Throwing a pick is obviously bad, or an incompletion there doesn't help you either.
Yeah, they didn't send a whole lot of receivers out into the pattern, though. They had a lot of protection. So he had time, but unfortunately threw it into the defender's hands. Pretty lucky it wasn't picked.
If you want to go for it, you got to get at least 5 yards.
Well,
3rd and goal at the 10.
Yeah, two throws into the end zone perhaps.
Almost sacked. Dill still on his feet. Rolls over to the right.
Oh, and the receiver fell. There's
flag
a flag
on the play. Up in the air. Incomplete.
This
Might
will be on the defense. Yeah, there was the flag that fell, or the receiver that fell. Probably knocked down. Let's see what the call is.
If it's pass interference or holding, it's an automatic first down for the offense.
It's got to be holding, defensive holding. Addison Trail getting the break. But again, they move downfield just slowly. There it is, holding on the defense.
The 9 lives of the Blazers continue to be the story of this game.
Yep.
3 fumbles, but a defensive holding and a face mask, and the Blazers are still very much alive.
Yeah, and the partridge in the pear tree, right?
The football gods are kind of on the side of the Blazers tonight.
Well, and this drive is taking literally forever on this clock.
If you can stop Larson, it's fine. If you can't stop him, a long drive does not help you.
Right. Yeah, Larson can come back and get that drive erased in like 2 plays, it seems.
3rd and goal at the 5. It's Jones in the backfield. Clean pocket. Rolls over to the left. He's got room to run. Did he get in?
He got in.
Touchdown, Dill.
Yeah.
Addison Trail answers with a touchdown of their own. Nico Dill, 5 yards to the end zone, and we got ourselves a ball game at Addison Trail.
1-score game. Of course, Larson's going to get the ball back. Now this kick needs to go through, otherwise we'll see a 2-point conversion if they score again.
Remember, nothing guaranteed in the kicking game for the Blazers. This could be a missed PAT.
Well, how do we make sure it goes in?
Got to use your voodoo magic. Good snap. The hold
No,
is
that was
there. It's
stuffed.
blocked.
So we're going to, if they score again, get a 2-point conversion. That was unfortunate. Boy, you foreshadowed that.
21-13. We'll take a break. Blazers down by 8 here on SBS. No.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone alerts. They let the family know if something is wrong or suspicious. They do all of the work for us, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know what they say, you can't trust a dog to watch your house or your sandwich. Call Forest Security today.
Call us today at 7.
21-13, a minute 18 remaining in the third quarter, a long drive. They scored. Can they stop the opposing running back?
Well, that's one thing. And then secondly, I'd sure feel a lot better if the score was 21-14 as opposed to 21-13, even though if they do score, they still got to score again, a 2-pointer, just to get back into the game. But in the meantime, Larson's going to get the ball, and they've got to stop him. I don't know about that kick. I think I would have liked to see it go a lot further downfield, just giving Glenbard East way too much good field position.
This is a Glenbard East rushing attack partner. When they defeated Streamwood, Salvino only attempted 11 passes, but he completed 7 of them for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. They don't pass it a lot, but when they do, it can be effective.
Yeah, well, when you have Larson, you don't have to pass it a lot.
Right.
Yeah, and of course then the whole defense has to key on him, and that leaves wide open receivers.
And when the Bears had Walter Payton, they couldn't pass it, so their passing attack for the Bears was so bad they had to put Walter at quarterback because Rusty Lish just couldn't get it done. One in the backfield. Can they stop number 1? And it'll be a quarterback sneak for Salvino. And they stop Salvino. Flag on the play. It looked like Salvino fumbled the ball, Bob, so even if they wanted to hand it off to Larson, the rhythm of the play was gone.
Well, I think that was the play call itself. I mean, you have the counter play to Larson and the face mask. So the defense has to stay with Salvino this time, right? But that'll open up Larson for next time. In the meantime, some extra yardage. You cannot give up another score here.
So a face mask called against the Blazers.
Of course, if they do get one more score 28-13 is pretty close to 28-14.
So it'll be 1st and 2 at the 48 as the clock will start. Ball at the 48 of the Addison Trail Blazers. Probably going to be a conservative call here, you would think. One in the backfield, that's Bruska, who has an interception tonight. Larson still on his feet. Over to the right, Larson, the speed demon. The little guy with moves. 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Going to try to give him some nicknames here, huh? Little guy with moves.
Well, in that novel, The Little Engine That Could, for Matt Larson, the little devil that destroyed the hearts of Addison Trail.
That's what I'm saying. You've got some names for him here.
Well,
you have to put him on the end game interview.
The end game interview?
The after game interview, yeah.
I guess you're right. It's just weirdly phrased.
Yeah, the end game post game show, just the post game show. Put him on that. That's terrific.
The termination of the game show.
Yeah.
Handoff up the middle. He sure doesn't run like a 5'6" running back. He runs like a 6'2" guy.
Well, he's speedy. That's the thing. Maybe he's hard to spot. He's behind the big linemen. He's so little back there they can't find him.
I mean, that's what makes Lamar Jackson just so dangerous. He's so small you can't find him behind those big offensive linemen.
He'll take the favorable comparison.
We'll take a break. It's 21-13 East here on SBS. No, yes. The mic was still hot, by the way. 21-13 in favor of Glenbard East, and the reason for that, partner, Matt Larson, 3 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, all of them, right?
And another first down by Larson. Look, I think at this point, you got to see if Salvino can beat you. I think you got to put 8 guys, maybe even 9 in the box, and see if Salvino can beat you one-on-one down the field.
I like the across the field. I know I'm changing the subject, but they got the white lights going in the student section. Looks really good. Right behind the line of scrimmage, probably on camera. Yep, of course.
How do you tackle a guy that's only 5'6" that is so wiggly in the backfield?
Yeah, right.
A little bit of rain right now at Addison Trail. Larson again, and this time it's a short gain.
That's how you tackle him. He hopes he runs. You hope he runs into you, right? Went right up the middle. That's the thing, though. He's done a very good job running up the middle, but then stopping right before the contact, then breaking left to right, and then going for a long way.
So you got a 3rd and 5, partner. You're up by 8. That's how big that PAT block was. If you go for it and don't convert, Addison Trail has to go the full length of the field to get it to 21-19, and they have to go for 2 to tie it up, not the PAT.
Well, I think what we're looking at here is 2 down territory, 2 runs to Larson. Maybe 1 to Larson, 1 to the quarterback keeper. He's throwing it, though. Wow.
Salvino,
this is not
he's
the play
got
I
an
would've
open
tried.
man and just barely overthrew him. A second time he's done that tonight. Remember, earlier in the game, he had a wide open man on 3rd and 27, and he just, it was dropped.
It was dropped. I mean, this one was overthrown. That one was dropped. Again, a play call I didn't expect. But you do have to run those occasionally, stretch out the defense, which helps the run game later. But here we're talking about 4th down and 5. I think I would have hammered it somehow twice or given Larson 2 times to get those 5 yards.
Yeah.
Here, this is one of the biggest plays of the game. If Addison Trail can stop them here, it's go back to the point after a touchdown, right? If they could stop them here and get a touchdown, go down by a point and run it in for 2, they can win the game. But here, they got to run it in for 2 just to tie it.
Larson in the backfield. They're most likely going to go for it, but don't be shocked if it's a pooch punt. They will go for it. In the pocket is Salvino, up in the air, and deflected away that time by Raja Korn. I don't like that play call one bit, partner. They hadn't really stopped Larson much of the second half. Why not just pitch it out to him and see what he can do in space?
Well, I would have done that twice, right? He kept if he stays on the field, doesn't go out of bounds, keeps the clock running whether you get the first down or not. This time they tried to go for it. I'm surprised they went deep on both of those plays. I would have thought, well, short.
Yeah, Salvino has a little bit of speed as well. You only need 5 yards, so if your quarterback gets 3 yards on a QB sneak, it would be 4th and 2. And that's a perfect time to run it to Larson. Sometimes if you're in 4-down territory in that mindset, you got to think, well, it's 3rd and 5, but we only need 2 or 3 yards because we're going to go for it anyways.
Well, this is that crystal ball we were talking about. That at the end of the game, we're going to be talking about the coaches' decisions more than we're going to be talking about turnovers and stuff. And here, that was coaches' decision. I'm surprised they didn't run twice and get the first. Right now, Addison Trail with the ball, still only down by a score and a conversion.
Over to the left that time is Dill. Dill with blocking. Dill still on his feet. Past midfield. Dill to the right. Looking for a blocker. Gets past the 30. Dill still on his feet. Flag on the play. It might be against the Blazers.
Yeah, well, it's going to be upfield, though. It's going to be one of those little pushy blocks in the back probably, so it'll come back 10 yards from the point. But what a fantastic run. It's too bad. I mean, there's one blocker trying to push 5 guys out of the way. At that point in time, don't make an illegal block.
Right. I mean, just trust in your quarterback.
Yeah.
Plus, he got more than enough yardage,
right,
what you were originally looking for on the play.
Oh, it's the other way. What is this going to be?
Wow.
I don't know what they did.
A face mask called against the Rams. Partner, they're still up by 8, but they are just allowing the Blazers to stay in this game.
Well, boy, are they ever. So they're only, 17 yards away from a touchdown now. Plenty of time. Time's not the issue.
Right.
But they do have to score and get the conversion. Or score and
you
kick
don't
a field goal
necessarily have to go for 2. You got if you score quickly, you could settle for 1.
I don't think anybody's playbook says that.
You saw some good things from your defense. If you make it 21-20, can you get the ball back for the game-winning field goal? Screen pass. Not a lot of blocking out there. Fumble again.
I think they got the ball back at least.
You got to be kidding me.
I know,
Addison Trail got it back again? Oh, my gosh. Korn got it back. That's now 4 fumbles for the Blazers and 4 for the Rams.
It's amazing. I mean, what can you say? That's amazing. I mean, just too many. At least it's even, right? And that is, if it hasn't become the story, it is the story.
It's just
too.
a weird
It's too many
game.
fumbles,
4 fumbled by the Rams, but they got 3 of them back.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that? Okay, 8 fumbles, 4 for each team. 1 in motion for Addison Trail.
Another one.
My goodness. This time, I think they ran out of breaks.
Yep. Oh, my gosh. What a time to fumble. That changes the storyline back to the turnovers.
I think at this point, partner, you have to avoid shotguns at all times. Just everything under center the rest of the game if you're Addison Trail.
Well, I don't think I would go that far.
If you practice it.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't go that far. I mean, Addison Trail got here with the shotgun offense, and, in this case.
5 fumbles now.
Well, obviously too many, right? But what a fantastic run by Dill to get the ball upfield, and then they just give it away on another snap. They worked too hard to end their season this way.
Well, one guess who's getting the ball on this play, and it rhymes with Harfin. Handoff. My guess was right, but Addison Trail made some adjustments. They got some penetration on that play. Bob, how were they able to do that?
Well, he ran up the middle, and they kept the ends wide. So if he goes up the middle, one guy could handle him. If you were to skirt to the left or to the right, there was another guy there. So there's just no running room up the middle that time. But that's what Larson's so good at. He goes up the middle and cuts left or cuts right before the contact happens. That time it looked like the gap was wide enough, tried to go through it, and was stopped. Good defense.
Yeah. 2nd and 9, Salvino. Can he get it done with his arm? As finally the Blazers are able to stop Larson for the time being. Quarterback sneak for Salvino.
He can get it done this time with his feet.
Well, he's also a linebacker for the Rams.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of contact.
Yeah, he was getting dragged from behind, just about tore his jersey off from the back.
Huge fumble. It looked like the Blazers were at least going to get a field goal, but they fumbled the snap. And now East, if they get any kind of points, it just seems like that would be it for the game.
Well, and the same thing, they've got to hold on to the ball. 'Cause the worst thing is they can have a sack and somebody run it back for a touchdown. Those snaps from it's still going. Those snaps from the center are still giving me anxiety. They're high and hard. You miss one of those and look out.
Yeah, those shotgun snaps have not been easy for Glenbard East. They're not making it easy for Blake Salvino.
Well, they're high and they're hard and they're fast, and you want the ball to get back to the quarterback quickly, but you want to get to him in his hands.
Yeah, you want to get it right to his hands, not at his head.
Yeah. Well, the snaps are all high. I mean, they're obviously doing that on purpose. There.
That was a good. Yeah, That was a much better snap.
Yeah, I think they want the ball high at his head so that he can be a quicker release. Is I think what they're thinking. But this is exactly what Glenbard East needs to do, though. Keep the ball on the ground, move the chains, keep the clock running, maybe hold the ball, to the almost the bitter end. If they get it down to about 4 minutes, though, it's going to make it really hard for Addison Trail to run the ball to get the game tying score.
3rd and 1, unless it's a tackle for loss, you would think they would go for it, or at least to a hard count.
Well, for me, I would run as hard as I can up the middle and see if I can get half a yard, then maybe another half a yard on 4th.
Hand off to Larson, as he's done all night, converting on 3rd and short.
That's a big play. He had to penetrate and stop him behind the line.
At this point, I think you just run sneaks with Salvino and run it to Larson until the Blazers stack the box and then start passing it again.
Yeah, it's a similar offense. Quarterback, Salvino one way and Larson the other. Fake the handoff and run the other way. Just keep the ball on the ground. Do not pass it almost under any circumstance at this point. You just can't afford the pick six.
Winner advances to the quarterfinals. Loser gets a virtual high five. Handoff, Larson again. Larson churning those legs, still on his feet. It's taking all 11 guys, it seems like, to bring him down.
Well, and they're also stripping at the ball. I mean, they're trying to get the ball out of his hands.
One guy makes a tackle, the other guy tries to punch it out, and that's
much
one of those nights to do it because nobody can hold on to the football tonight.
Well, we haven't seen Larson fumble, has he? I mean, with all these fumbles, I don't think Larson was one of them.
I don't remember.
I didn't keep track. Yeah, I don't either.
What a night. 9 fumbles, 5 for the Blazers. Neither team, it seems like, wants to win this game. Handoff to Larson right up the middle. Just a killer into the hearts of the home team.
Yeah, he's a good back.
Enemy number 1 in Addison, but best friend number 1 in Lombard.
Yeah. Yeah, he's chewing up the yardage, chewing up the clock. Now, a field goal changes things a little bit if they get close enough, but I don't know. I don't think a field goal is their target here. They have to get 7 points, so my 28-point prediction is correct.
Final reminder, the text line's open. Your favorite high school, college, or NFL memory. Text 330-957-7653.
Now, avoid the temptation for a pass here. Run left, run right, run up the middle with Larson, something. Do not pass.
Handoff. Larson almost broke off that tackle for more yardage.
They stacked the box, too, with a lot of defenders, and Larson still got those yards.
At the very worst, what can happen? Well, you fumble the football, but other than that, you get short yards, and then you eventually force Addison Trail to call timeouts. Look at how much time's left, only 5:30 remaining.
Right, and that's the Addison Trail's Achilles heel. They can score, and they've got a potent offense, but it's not a fast-scoring offense. They eat up chunks of yards, move the flags, and move the chains, and eventually score. It's not like you get 80 yards on one run.
Handoff again, Larson. Close to the first down marker.
You got to keep it on the ground, and you got 2 more tries to make this first down. Last time down the field in this spot, they've passed twice. Both were incomplete. I think they'll learn from that and keep it on the ground here. They'd give it once to Larson, once keeper to Salvino, and one way or other, that's how you score. I'm sorry, how you move the chains.
Against Glenbard South, Larson gave the Raiders their first loss of the year with 26 carries on 177 yards. Quarterback sneak. Let's see where they spot it as the rain continues to fall.
Oh, it's a light drizzle. That's not rain. I think he made it. What do you think? First down?
No, I don't think he got it.
And then bring those chains out. I think he did. I'm surprised they're just not automatically giving it to him.
If he didn't get it, though, well, they stopped the clock because they're going to measure.
Yeah, bring those chains out. Then get the 3x5 card and see if you can sneak it in there.
I still can't imagine that happened in an NFL game, but it did. I believe it was Thursday night between the Chiefs and the Raiders, and the Chiefs ended the game on a 4th and short with an index card. The ref took it out, and the index card proved that it was the yardage. At the NFL, they still used an index card.
Oh, they're really looking close at this.
First down.
First down. Oh my.
Well, they were gonna go for it anyways, and they'd probably take a play out of the Eagles playbook and do the old tush push.
That's a hard play to stop.
Especially with Jalen Hurts. That guy is a monster.
Well, he is.
Then he's running behind Jason Kelsey, an all-pro center.
Yeah.
Good luck trying to get penetration on that play.
Right.
Another guy that the Bears decided not to draft.
Well,
both guys.
Yeah, we could do that all day long on who the Bears could have drafted.
Sure would be nice to have Jalen Hurts playing on Sundays.
I think the Bears thought Fields would be just like that.
Yeah, he's maybe 1/8 the player of Jalen Hurts. 1st and 10, ball to 24. Not a great snap again. Larson. Stutter step move. Larson still on his feet, and he stays in bounds.
Yeah, the clock is running. There again, he jukes into the middle where you think you're going to tackle him, then he's quick to get to the outside, and then he gets around you. Does that a couple, 2 or 3 times, and he's just hard to bring down. Was it Cohen on the Bears? Kind of reminds me of that human joystick, right? That's what Larson seems like here. He's just so hard to track down, so quick.
284 rushing yards
tonight
for Matt Larson tonight.
Is that courtesy of the Daily Herald, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
1st and 10, ball at the 12. Quarterback sneak didn't get much. He will get to the original line of scrimmage, though. 2nd and long coming up, and now Addison Trail will have to consider calling timeouts.
Yeah, there's really not too much. It's not like they can get a first down without scoring. I mean, they can technically, but it would be at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 at the 12.
Yeah, the clock is just continuously running, killing Addison Trail.
Field goal would pretty much do in the Blazers.
Yeah, except, like you said, you don't want to block it and you see it get run back. I don't think I would kick it. I think I would just continue to make on the ground. Yeah, Georgia Tech just run. Georgia Tech.
You know what you could do is
Glenbard East.
Is put some fast guys on the special teams unit. If it does get blocked, let's say you put Larson on the special teams unit, he can run back to make sure it's not returned for a touchdown.
Yeah, that would be a good idea as well. All right, timeout, oddly, from Glenbard East. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, well, you got to make sure you're on the same page.
Right.
We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the Rams against the Blazers here on SBS. Mute, no.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping an eye on things, but I also have stuff to do, like sleep and socialize. A smart security system can provide around-the-clock awareness and generate instant smartphone.
All right, here we go.
21-13, 2nd and 9 at the 11, and Glenbard East called a timeout, which definitely helped out the Blazers.
Well, it's like you said, they want to get on the same page on the right play call.
Handoff to Larson that time. He hesitated enough for the help to come. 3rd and 8, and I'm surprised that the Blazers didn't call a timeout there.
Well, yeah, I am too, but we were talking about all these fumbles, and then I thought it was like a wimpy drizzle, and I'm looking up at the lights, and there's actually a pretty good amount of rain coming down.
The first 3 quarters, it wasn't raining, though.
Not like this, right, but it's coming down pretty good.
3rd and 8, you're definitely within field goal range. I would be very conservative, just run to Larson. What's the worst thing that can happen? Obviously a fumble, but the second worst thing that can happen. He gets a couple of yards. You force Addison Trail to call their first time out. You kick it, and hopefully you make it to put him away.
Well, if you kick it and you make it, he puts it away. But I wouldn't kick it. I wouldn't risk the block. Keep it on the ground and keep the clock running.
Larson again. Larson! Just short.
He might be in. Not quite.
Now you definitely go for it.
Well, they need to make the score.
Right.
So
That's right. They could have gotten the first down, so it's 1st and goal.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, 1st and goal.
1st and goal. 1st and like 6 inches. They could just take knees.
You could do that.
Yep. Well, let's see. How many timeouts?
Addison Trail has all 3.
So these don't work. But if they did take the knee 3 times, the Addison Trail would have to go down the field in a minute and a half. No, they're going to just punch it in for the touchdown here.
But that's a good point that you bring up, Bob, as we stick with the action. Because they fumbled 4 times, the coaching staff for the Rams, they have to be thinking about that a little bit, led by head coach John Walters. Any kind of handoff could be a fumbled snap. We do not want to give them the ball back. If we take 2 knees or 3 knees and then kick the field goal attempt, we're up by 2 possessions. If we keep going for it on 4th and goal or we keep trying to run plays, the chances of us fumbling snaps are higher. In a normal game, you don't worry about fumbled snaps, but the fact that Glenbard East has fumbled 4 times and Addison Trail 5, you have to think about fumbles right now.
Well, and that's why I was talking about pregame. I was thinking that at the end of the game, we'd be talking about the coaches' decisions. Do they kick? Don't they kick? Do they run it in here? Because if they run it in here, the other team does have time to score a touchdown, kick it onside, and tie the game. If they are to take 3 knees and eat the clock up. Anyway, we'll see what they do. I think they're just going to punch it in and score a touchdown.
They got the right guy in the field to do that. Larson, he's in. By the way, that wasn't an easy touchdown, by the way. He broke off a tackle into the end zone like he's done most of the night.
Yeah, he's a tough one to bring down, but he's at 4th touchdown on a 28-point night.
I think it's safe to say he's, as of now, the SBS player of the game.
Yeah, I'd say he's probably the right choice for that.
Is he off the team, though, if he doesn't get to 300 yards?
No, I think we can still keep him.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? He might still get to 300 yards. 296 and 4 TDs. Oh, take care.
So he's 4 yards short of 300.
So that was the Daily Herald running to get to their the deadline. The story is obviously going to be Larson, 4 TDs and 296 yards rushing.
Hopefully he didn't leave too soon. Are we going to see one of those games where Addison Trail sends it into overtime?
Absolutely not. And the reason for that is because the prediction of 28 to 14 was the right prediction, except I'm off by a point.
Yeah, you blew it.
I guess I did.
We'll take a break. It's Blazers down by 15 here on SBS. Just exit it. (28-13). This is the perfect music for Matt Larson, and he is red hot right now, running stopped.
Well, and you were dancing a pretty good jig up here all by yourself. It makes me believe you actually can sing.
But can I dance?
I think you have some potential there.
Have some potential. I like it.
I would not have thought so. Here's the kick.
Squib kick.
Scooped up by the shortstop.
Tackled. Did not get to the 40-yard line as the tackle was delivered by Valentino Heredia.
So you're looking at a long pass to get 1 touchdown, an onside kick, another touchdown, and one of those 2 touchdowns you have to have a 2-point conversion. Anything short of that, the narcissistic broadcaster got his prediction accurate.
296
Isn't
for Matt Larson.
And 4 touchdowns. So you win with 28 points, and one guy has 4 touchdowns.
I know it's a team game, but it was an individual accomplishment tonight for Matt Larson.
True, but it's a team game. You have to have an alternative part of the offense, so the defense can't totally key on him. You need the right blocking, play calls. You need the defense. It's a team game.
Clean pocket as it's a shallow pass over to the right, and that feeds right into the game plan for Glenbard East. They just want Addison Trail to run clock. You got to find a way to get the ball down the field if you're Nico Dill.
It looks like an injury.
Injury on the field. It is a Ram player who's injured. We'll let you know who that is after the break. You're watching SBS, the broadcasting network for everyone. No. Hit okay. No. Okay. Injured player on the field for the Rams, still waiting on a number, is not good. As it looks like the Rams, unless something crazy happens, are going to move on to the next round, but they need their full team available, you would like, going into the round of 8. As we still have an injury on the field. It's actually a Blazer. It's going to be for the Blazers, J.J. Saizapka.
Well, he'll remember this game.
He's a junior, 6'4", 200 pounds.
Not a little guy.
How about that? The 6'4" guy got hurt, but the 5'6" guy is 296 yards. He looks like he could play football into his 40s.
Should be a great flag football player if he kept it up.
Out to the left. Trying to set his feet. Now he has to roll over to the right. A lot of clock moving off that. A lot of time going off that clock.
And the flag flying.
Gets out of bounds after all that. It might be a hold against the Blazers.
Yeah, or blocking the back or hold or something. I mean, that's too bad. Dill ran all those yards and thought he was going to get upfield, and unfortunately there's a penalty behind him. I don't think it's going to be on the offense. I mean, on the defense.
The play of the game, partner, was that fumbled snap. The Blazers were driving, and then the fumble snap, and then Matt Larson did the rest.
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround in like less than, 30 seconds or something.
Hard to win football games when you fumble it 5 times.
Well, both sides should be able to say that, but I guess you'd have to say at the end, Glenbard East took care of business and due to Larson won this game.
Yeah, that offensive line helped, but Matt Larson, there were some holes that were not there, and he just made things work when nothing was there.
Well, it's a team game, and obviously Glenbard East knows their roles. Larson runs, everybody else blocks. And, of course, plays defense.
And the quarterback for Glenbard East and Blake Salvino knows just hand it off and get out of the way.
You're right. Obviously, it's not that simple, but a very, very well-coached team, 9-1, 8-1 in conference, going to move on to the next round.
You're definitely doing something right with the game plan in your offensive line when your running back has almost 300 rushing yards in a do-or-die playoff game. 2nd and 23 at their own 25. Nico just does not have time to throw. He'll run it. He's got to get out of bounds. He can't. And he's short of the first down. You would think that the Blazers will call timeout.
Looks like they did. And
they will. So we will take a break with 57 seconds left between the Blazers and the Rams. No, you got to mute first.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
(28-13). Addison Trail, they played their hearts out, partner, but they just didn't play a fundamentally sound game tonight.
Well, I'm going to go the other way around. I think Glenbard East is a very, very strong team, and Larson is virtually unstoppable, and they played a fantastic game. And Addison Trail, I think they played well as well. I mean, sure, everybody had Butterfingers, but Both teams, I think, played well. And another flag. Good catch.
Will
and
it
a flag
count?
that way. This might be offsetting. So you got a probable hold back here, perhaps pass interference down there.
After the game, I'm going to Google a college football or NFL, and by college football I mean Division I, where each team had 4 fumbles and what the result is, because this is insane.
Yeah, you need that, Stats LLC thing to be able to go in and do an SQL query and put that one in.
ProFootballReference.com.
Yeah.
At one point, it looked like Glenbard East was going to have so many more fumbles than Addison Trail, but then Addison Trail couldn't hold on to the football.
And that's a shame because it's kind of turned the game around. This, like you said, that one fumble at the other end, they go in and tie the score at that point in time. It's just a different look and feel to the game.
Special teams also hurt the Blazers. That bad punt, then a muff punt. That was Matt Larson's first touchdown, came off the muff punt. 3rd and 1 at their own 47, but time running out. They need 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Hook and ladder, and great defense by the Rams to snuff out that special play.
And he was mugged on the sideline, so he couldn't get out of bounds. That was really good defense there. I like the play, the hook and ladder kind of thing. Took a kind of a long time to develop and looked like it was kind of an obvious one, but unfortunately didn't get out of bounds.
They did stop. He did get the first down though, because it stopped the clock. And now the clock restarts. In the pocket, and here comes the pressure. Dill somehow got out of it.
Ran into his own guy in the process as well.
Little drop off at the first down marker.
Again, the clock is going to stop. If you can keep throwing 10-yarders, the clock stops every time.
22 seconds left. At this point, you just have to do a Hail Mary here and then an onside kick if you convert the Hail Mary.
Right, you need 2 Hail Marys and 1 onside kick. Anything short of that doesn't work.
And they're just not ready. They can't get to the line of scrimmage. Time running out on Addison Trail's season, and that just wasted too much clock. 14 seconds left. The only good thing about that, partner, is it allows them time to set up a Hail Mary.
Yeah, it does do that. This is a sad way to see Addison Trail's season end, however. But that's what I mean. Every team loses until the very end. I guess in the state of Illinois, there's 8 champions, right? So eight schools get to win their last game of the year. I suppose not everybody makes the playoffs, so some of those teams that didn't make the playoffs or are sub 500 might get the chance to win their last game too.
Problem with a Hail Mary, it takes, 10 seconds for the play to develop.
Oh, no, another fumble.
My goodness, 6 fumbles tonight, and that will do it. Glenbard East is going to go to the round of 8.
The clock got stopped.
Timeout by Addison Trail. They had 1 left.
So they got one more chance for that Hail Mary. So I'm not sure this would be the instant classic we were hoping to get, but it's absolutely a fun and exciting game.
It's been an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
6 fumbles by the Blazers. And unlike the Vikings, they did not almost win this one.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's so great.
I think a lot of people would say, though, that the expectation was better than – Glenbard East is a very, very strong football team. The Addison Trail hung in there and was close, and they were down that one score, 21-13. If that was an extra point, 21-14. This is a lot closer game than I think it looked.
And look, defense doesn't always win championships, but defense let Addison Trail down. You just can't allow Matt Larson to have 296 rushing yards.
Right. Wasn't the other day that Glenbrook South had a fantastic running back, right? And Barrington stuffed him for only 30 yards.
And Glenbrook South couldn't shut down Dylan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, so Barrington with their running offense, right?
Little drop off in the flat, and now it's
over.
Officially over. 0-0's on the clock. The Glenbard East Rams are going to the quarterfinals. 296 rushing yards by Matt Larson, 4 short of that magic 300 mark. It was all him and that offensive line, and that's why Glenbard East is going to the round of 8.
Well, and that's the thing. All the teams that are left are all good. So you're going to have stories like this where a good team doesn't win. And, even though one team won and one team lost, it was an exciting game, and, both teams deserved to win in a way.
Right, but when you give up 296 rushing yards, you effectively did yourself in. You just didn't deserve to advance to the round of 8. You got to find a way to somewhat stop the run, and Addison Trail couldn't do that. They fumbled it 6 times. Very hard to win football games fumbling it 6 times.
Right, so you give it up 296 yards and fumbling 6 times, yet they were still in this game.
Pretty impressive. Well, Glenbard East also fumbled it 4 times and threw a pick in those costly penalties, including the face mask. So not fundamentally sound by both teams. Matt Larson, the story of this game. 296. Nico Dill with a couple of nice runs off the quarterback sneaks, but just not enough offense for the Blazers. And they just didn't have a lot of possessions because they couldn't stop Larson.
Right, and it was fun sharing the space with the Daily Herald, so it'll be interesting to open up that tomorrow and see the article about the game that we just broadcast tonight.
Right, 296 for Larson. We're going to try to get him for the post-game show, but that does it for our play-by-play broadcast. So for excellent crew, Eric Ratchey, Chris Angela, Bob Vilsway, I'm Kyle Smith signing off. Post-game show brought to you by both SBS and NFHS Network. Coming up next. Have a good
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense. And Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and it's goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics. And we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by both Sports Broadcast Solutions and NFHS Network. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the SBS Player of the Game. Welcome to the Postgame Show, brought to you by both Sports Broadcast Solutions and NFHS Network. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the SBS Player of the Game, Matt Larson. Matt, did you know that you had 296 rushing yards going into the final second?
It was happening so fast. I knew I was up there, but I just cared about winning. We were just running the ball. I don't even know. It was crazy.
28-13 win. Not the most fundamentally sound game. You guys had 4 turnovers, well, 4 fumbles, but you guys were able to play more fundamentally sound football in the second half.
Yeah.
What were you guys able to do at halftime going into the third quarter?
I mean, in second half, we talked about just playing crisp and clean. You know, we've never had a game like that where we just turn the ball over. We had 0 turnovers all year, but once we got that wake-up call, they weren't going to stop us.
Jones had a pretty good game rushing, but in the second half, your defense was able to keep up with him step for step.
Yeah.
What did your defense do in the second half on those running plays?
They just played more physical. At the D-line, up their strength, and they were just playing physical. Linebackers weren't missing tackles anymore. Corners were playing their zones. We were just stopping them.
It's going to be in the Daily Herald tomorrow that you had 296 rushing yards. Are your teammates going to joke with you that you should have had 300?
Probably, yeah, probably.
You're in the round of 8, the quarterfinals. What does it feel like?
It's great, man. It's a historical season. Never been proud of the team. Love these guys, man.
Final thoughts about the win tonight as you guys get ready for the quarterfinals.
Not the greatest win, but we're going to clean stuff up in practice, come out, win quarterfinal game.
That's Matt Larson, the running back for Glenbard East, and that does it for our SBS broadcast. So for our excellent crew, for Eric Ratchey, Chris Angela, Bob Vilsway, I'm Kyle Smith, and we'll see you next week on Sports Broadcast Solutions.